Hey guys, ArchieLuxury here on the ArchieLuxury live stream channel. We are broadcasting live and it's Sunday night in America and it's Monday morning in Australia. Okay, let's run the intro and let's start it, guys. Hello guys, this is the ArchieLuxury channel and we are broadcasting live. How's it going, guys? It's Sunday night. I think we've got JJ's fun day today, is it? Is it JJ's fun day today? Phew. I had a good day yesterday. I went and saw a fan after my stream, actually after my curly stream, and I came back on the night show. I wasn't feeling 100%. I wasn't feeling 100%. But the good news is I had Lux to help me out. And you know what? It's all going good now. We're going better. We are going much better now. And it's all good. We're broadcasting live. What can I say there? So that's what happened to me. I just wasn't feeling 100%. Just wasn't 100%. Mojo wasn't 100% there. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? You can only try your best. Try your best. And that's the way it goes, guys. You can only try your best at this stuff. What more can be done? You can only try your best. And that's what we're trying to do on the stream today. What's new in the watch world? That is a very good question. What's happening with the wristwatches? What's happening? And I got to tell you, the watch scene itself there is a very, very interesting place to be. Watches, it's a bit of a barometer of the market. And yes, there are always wealthy individuals who are buying stuff, but you know what? There is a bit of slow down. There is slow down. ABC, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, my friend. How are you?
Hey, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I wasn't well I did the early morning stream for the Americans and I wasn't well. Luxy helped me out. I decided to go to my bedroom and I fell asleep. It was actually quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable listening to the chat,
Yeah, it's quite therapeutic in a way. It just puts you to sleep.
Yeah.
It's nice. It is nice.
Yeah. And I had Saad there. Saad came on talking about Datejusts.
Oh, he was dropping serious knowledge about Datejust. It was phenomenal. It was epic.
Yeah, it was a really good show there.
And what I really liked is it actually got Lux engaged. He was fascinated by some of the little gems he was dropping here and there. No pun intended. Things like the thinness of the dial, then that would need like a reinforcement frame of gold around the date aperture. Things like that. It was just brilliant.
Yes. Very, very cool.
Hey, the real big boys in the chat. Hi, how's it going?
Big boys in the chat. He's a great guy. I really like his vibe.
Yeah,
he's got a really good vibe. and
Yep.
lovely guy. He's I don't know if I'd like to be fired by him. What do you think?
Well, that's just it. It's one of those things you can't put your emotions into. It's often a very difficult job because of that, and you've got to be apathetic. You've got to
Yeah.
not let your personal feelings and emotions get in the way. It's a hard, hard job. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, yeah. HR. I've never really enjoyed HR much. They're always so swami. Swami's the word to use.
Smarmy?
Yeah, swami. You know, just very nice
Yeah.
and nice or brutal. You know what I mean? Always, it's two speed,
Mm.
two speed. Um, but how is your watch journey going? Can tell me this.
Yeah, it's going okay. What I'm probably gonna do at some point today, I'll just nip upstairs and I'll do a little bit of a collection of the review of the collection today.
Yeah,
Why not?
why
And
not?
I'll
No,
sub
Swami.
you.
Swami is
I'll
nothing
sub.
to do with color. Swami's nothing. Swami is like Swami. Swami. When I've used the word Swami, it's more like they very woke, and very super friendly and super nice, or absolutely brutal. We're firing you. You've got to leave today. We're they're very professional, but very corporate world. Corporate world.
Now, in England, we say smarmy with an M instead of the W, and it's for someone who's really full of themselves. It's a smarmy git.
Ah, smarmy git.
Yeah,
Okay.
smarmy git.
Yeah, actually, I just doing a search on this here. Uh,
Oh, by the
swa.
way, yeah, so
Uh,
people think there's not a duality, but a triality. So three people in existing as the same. So that's me, Lux,
Self.
and the real
Yes.
big boy.
Yes.
They think we're the
Okay.
same person.
Oh, I see. And we got real big boy. We've smoked him out. Hello. Speaking of my master of HR,
Hey, Arch.
how are you
Hey,
going
Lucy.
Hello,
today?
department.
I'm good. I just wanted to say, Arch, I'd never fire you as you identify as an Indigenous lesbian. We might get taken to an employment tribunal, so I wouldn't bother.
Oh, thank you.
You know
Thank you
this?
so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Ah,
Yes.
yes.
I
Yeah.
see. I understand.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Indigenous First Nations lesbian. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
Do you know,
First
Arch,
Nations.
so many of us have adopted your vernacular, shitter being the
Yes.
main one. That is the
You know
biggest
this?
Archieism out there. And you know this? And yes, I see. I know I've actually started using that with people outside of the
Oh, we just got a
Archieverse.
super
Like,
chat. I just got a super chat here from
ah,
M1911. $10. Other than Saad, Tan, and JJ, you are no longer a watch channel. I just got a nice bonus check, and I'll super chat most of it over at this place called
The
Tim Wong.
Grifter.
Thanks for the lead, Curly. I don't know. What did we do wrong, M1911? What did we do wrong? Did we do something wrong? He's a good supporter. Did we
what
do
can we do
Don't
to
give
something?
it to
fix
the
it?
yellow-haired grifter.
Help us fix it right. Help us fix it, make it right.
How can we fix that? You know, how can we fix that? Whoops, what happened there?
What's that? The tax authorities will not look kindly upon me. Why is that? What did I say? I can't even remember what I said.
Who needs that?
Josh's phone's not working.
Okay.
So that's what Jeanette's phone.
Hang on a minute. Hello,
Yeah.
Mike. It will just be one tick, guys. One
Hi,
tick.
Oh,
Arch.
hey Mike. Hey Mike.
Hey,
How's it going?
how's it going? It's going great. Having a good day. Got kind of a sore throat.
Ah. Well, hope you feel better.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling fine. I just have just the faintest little hint of a sore throat that I believe I can nip in the bud by literally gargling with salt water. Believe it or not,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, I mean, you have to do it right. You have to, do it with really salty water, and you have to do it with as hot as you can handle it, hot water,
Yep,
and you
yep,
have to
yep.
gargle for like 5 or 7 minutes straight. Just keep doing it as
Mm.
long as you can, and you can stop a cold. You can stop a sore throat. You can stop strep throat. I mean, it. I swear to God. Um,
What's happened? Who's got strep throat? What's happened?
No, I've got a sore throat, Arch, and I'm just telling people, like, if you've got a sore throat coming on, that gargling with hot salt water
Mhm.
can literally nip it in the bud. You can actually stop it from progressing, but
Wow.
you have to do it for like 10 minutes straight. You can't just
You
go
said 5, 7 minutes.
once
Now it's
and
gone to
then
10.
5 to 7 minutes, whatever. You have to just do it for as long as you can deal with it, right?
Yeah. Just quickly, M1911, if we can do anything to make amends, please let us know. We're not perfect. We make many mistakes, and
We are
Oh,
imperfect.
whatever.
we,
He's just
we hope
playing
to.
games.
And we got Nick M, $5. Thoughts on Grand Seiko bracelets that don't have micro adjustments. Is this a challenge in humid weather? I feel like I need a T-fit or glide lock.
Yeah, you do.
So
Get a
Yeah.
Rolex.
what I've tended to do, and it's a bit shit. It's not ideal because there is no micro adjustment on my
Mhm.
Grand Seiko like many others. But
Yeah.
I'll take out if I need to make the bracelet slightly more snug. I'll take out. Let me get this right. I'll take out the two half links and put in a single link, and vice versa. Not
Hmm.
perfect, but it works. It's a workaround. Not a
Yeah.
reach around, it's a workaround.
Hey, didn't you say that Tan was somewhere at the car gathering or something?
He's always at car gatherings, especially
Well,
on
I
weekends.
think I think I found him at Sebring. Check this out. Um, hold on.
Are you gonna share something?
Go full screen, Archie. I think
Oh, right.
there's 10 right there at the racetrack. I think we caught him. There he is, getting in or getting out, switching drivers. Yeah, yeah.
Hey Tan, it's good to see
That's
you're busy, man. It's good to see you're
6 hours
keeping
of
busy.
Sebring, or 6 hours of Sebring, I believe. I love endurance racing. Man, that's the real shit.
So, do they show full coverage of these races
Yeah,
throughout the day?
yeah, yeah. Usually, it's Sky TV, I think, or sometimes ESPN2. Like the 24 hours of Le Mans, they'll usually do like the first 4 or 6 hours, and then you'll have to go over to Sky TV to get the interval in between, and then in the morning you turn it on and you'll catch like the last 8 hours of it. They make sure that it's definitely broadcast for the entire time. Like the six
Wow,
hours was on for the full duration. Um, and
crazy, man.
when there's
Crazy.
TV commercials, they have a little box up to the right where you never miss anything. The commercial happens, but you still watch the racing up in a little micro box up above, right corner. Yeah.
And you need suits that you can actually piss in, right?
Well, mm, no. The racing suit is a racing suit is a racing suit. And like in Formula One, they actually there was a to do about they're needing to wear fireproof underwear underneath the racing suit. They're fireproof, but a race driver on a 2-hour stint, in an endurance race, and if he has to go, he just goes, you know. And I've heard
Oh, Mark,
drivers
no,
that
carry
if
on,
they
carry on. Sorry, carry on, carry on.
oh, I've just heard if drivers like don't really like their engineers very much, or that sometimes they'll piss stink up the car just to fucking piss off their.
Ah,
But yeah,
horrible.
it's kind of like in an airplane, you know. Like although in my plane I had a special little bottle that had a little gooseneck shaped cap apparatus, so you could hold it down there and go while you're in the airplane.
Yeah,
But not
Mike,
Let's just
you
get back.
can't do
Just
that.
hang on there.
Mike,
I got to get back.
I've got a car question, Mike. Really quickly, really quickly.
Sure.
What is that car that New York taxis were in the 1960s? It's at the beginning of taxi.
Checker cab.
Yeah,
Checker.
Checker.
They
Who
were
made
checker.
those? Are they made by
They were.
Chrysler or what?
I think they were a combination of different vehicles, but Checker I think was the coach maker, and then I think I don't quote me, but I think they ran different variety of engines. I'm not 100% sure, but I know Checker was the company.
Okay. Right. Back to Watch Talk, and apparently there's a super chat to acknowledge. Oh no, that's Nick M. So yeah, back to the super chat about no micro adjustment. If you kind of play around with the half
But hang
links
on a
and the
minute.
full
I
link,
want to say this too. I want to say this. You know, a lot of watches, the micro adjustment is fairly new. You look at the pre-ceramic Rolex; they didn't have micro adjustments.
they had the punch holes in
Yeah,
the
they had
club.
3 holes in the.
But it wasn't just something you could adjust on the go. You know what I'm
No,
It's not
saying?
slick and
definitely not.
sexy like a glide lock, but it was still.
No,
If you had a pin, you
and
could adjust on the fly.
because my Explorer 2 42 mil, it's got the half link. You know how it folds in? That was the first version of that before the glide lock, right? And
Mhm.
I gotta say, in all honesty, you have to realize that, hey, you know, I always prefer to have my watches a bit loose than to have them too tight. I really hate having stuff that is far too tight.
So
You know,
the Explorer has a real live half link that flips and locks into the clasp, unlike the dive watches, which have that dive, that flip out like expando link. It's not a standard link. It's like just a thin piece of metal, right? I've never honestly really seen an Explorer and observed it up close and checked out the clasp up close, but I'm asking for confirmation. The Explorer has a real live half link, a regular.
well, no, what it does is it folds in on itself. It's like the Milgauss also has that too. So the link you
Okay.
can. So I'll just show you. I'm actually wearing the Explorer today. Believe
Yeah,
it
I'd love
or
to
not.
see it because I mean I've got subs.
So at the moment,
Make
if you have a look
yourself full
there,
screen, Arch.
yeah, I'll make myself full screen. So this here, I've actually got it expanded out. You can see that the link itself has got that half. You can see how it's half exposed there. And what happens is it'll fold in on itself. It'll fold in. See how it folds in?
When popped out, it still looks like a normal link, like a normal watch,
Yeah,
right?
because it's in the clasp. It's in the clasp. It's in the
Yeah.
clasp. You don't see it.
It's not like a old Submariner when you pop the dive feature and you pop that link open that you had a flimsy piece of metal link, long link. Okay, cool. I just wanted confirmation of that. Like I said, I've never seen a Milgauss or an Explorer 2 up close and the clasps up close and seen that function. So very cool. I didn't know that. Learn something new every day.
Yep.
I got to tell you guys, it's yeah. So the other thing is, those watches, you got to remember, those watches, they never had that link. That link wasn't you know, a lot of these watches, when you talk about this glide lock, there's little micro adjustments. You still got to pull the pins out and to adjust it. This is all new stuff. So I wouldn't be so hard on Seiko, because that's the way Rolexes were. That's the way so many things were. So it's not like something's inferior with Grand Seiko. It's just that these other ones have moved ahead, and the people at Grand Seiko, they
If you can just pull up Bondage's comment about people just weren't fat for most of history, that's a bit of insight I think we could bring into the discussion.
That is a very interesting comment there. People just weren't fat for most of history, so no one ever needed a micro adjustment. Wrist swelling wasn't a measurable issue. Now we eat too much. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've always had to add the 1 or 2 spare links that Rolexes came with, and even my Orange Monster and my Samurai, I had to add the link, just to get it, you know, in range, so that it wasn't just strangling my wrist.
But the slickness of Glide Lock, T-Fit, and Omega has one as well for the Seamaster.
Oh, they're so nice.
The Speedmaster has something similar for the chronoscope that you can apparently fudge around and get it to fit the 3861 Heslite and Sapphire Sandwich, but these sexy new Clasp on-the-fly adjustments are very new.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're going to become more and more commonplace. I mean, my Cartier is a butterfly clasp, and that doesn't allow any micro adjustments, and that's very common for butterfly clasp.
Yeah, you just got to like swap a half link in or out.
Exactly.
To make the adjustment. Yeah.
You know, I found the Omega when I had my Omega 1861. I could never get that to fit perfectly. It was either too sloppy or too tight. You know what I mean?
It only has 2 holes. It only has 2 micro adjustment holes.
No, well, not yeah. This was the 1861, like you've got, Mikey.
Yeah, yeah, and it doesn't
Those holes
shift
do
for
nothing.
adjustment.
They do nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
So you either add a link or you take a link out. It's up to you.
Yep.
You know, it's sort of and
Archie speaks the truth.
Well, you can put a strap.
Some watches are just that way, you know. I mean, I don't think
it's not overeating. It's because of the hormones in the chicken. Note, they stopped using hormones in chicken decades ago.
Yeah, and the antibiotics used in milk, supposedly.
Oh yeah,
something like that.
Yes, that's
RBST, I think they call it. I know on my milk jugs, when I used to drink milk, I always used to say cows raised with not using RBST. But now I don't drink milk. I drink almond milk, so it doesn't even matter. But
see, we can't call it milk in Britain. We have to call it almond drink. We can't use the word milk.
Hey, could I show you something? Okay. Could I show you something just very quickly, if it's okay with you? I know it's a little bit digress. I should have had this ready before. I actually saw a friend's car yesterday. Could I just show you this quickly? Just very quickly. Then we'll get back to watch talk, right? And this is a Mustang fastback. You know the fast 1968 fastback.
68, yeah. 68 fastback. I can tell by the taillights.
Mustang Sally.
Can you hear that?
He's got some really cool wheels on that thing.
Arch, Bear sent me over here to straighten you out. He said no more car talk. It's watch talk now.
Yeah, Mustang fastbacks are ultra cool.
There you go.
Now see how this one's got like well, okay, forget it.
Sorry about that. JJ, how are you, my friend?
Hey, JJ.
Hey, Bear, out there.
Oh, yeah, I hope you're enjoying your
muted. JJ's muted for the moment.
Hey, sorry about that. I was muted.
No, that's okay, man.
I'm doing well.
That's
Thank
okay.
you, Arch. Busy weekend. Hey, Mike. Hey, ABC.
Are you doing a
What's
Sunday
Oh,
fun day,
yeah,
JJ? JJ, you
Yes.
doing a Sunday?
Yes,
Can you
yes,
send me
I
the
am.
link so I can link to you?
Sure thing. And you got a mega super chat down below.
Yeah, here we go. We got Real World Curly. Real World Curly,
Ho-ho!
$50.
We love our Curly.
M1911. If you're going to be a hater, you will feel right at home at Timok channel. So calm down, Mike the Snake. So calm down. Mike the Snake and a little drama is enjoyed by many punters in the chat. We can't tailor the show for 3 people. Relax and enjoy. Try some red super chat, son.
Okay, I'll calm down.
Oh, what a man. Curly,
Sometimes you
what a man.
got to put your money where your mouth is. You know?
I'll work on my breathing, and I'll calm down.
Just take
Yeah.
comics like Archie does. Take a big can
Yeah,
of comics.
my mom. I found out the other day my mom takes that stuff.
You're joking.
Yeah, I don't know whether we both went to Safeway together and got our things and went back to the car and I saw in her bag of groceries a little bottle of comics. I was like, comics! I know, I know somebody that takes that stuff too. So,
I've never heard of comics before Arch took it. I thought
Me
that was
either.
an Australian
Me either.
thing.
Me either. Never.
Yeah. It's
So what's
how
the
much
word
did
on the
you-
streets, Arch? Thank you very much for the link, by the way. Friday night was a smashing success. We had a very good night, record-breaking night. Well, I don't know about record-breaking, but it was still very good. I saw you guys did a dungeon after your show. You guys are keeping busy, keeping the alliance alive. Today, you're looking a little tired. I figured I'd come in here and give a little boost of energy.
Bit of energy, yeah? Bit of energy.
I see you guys talking
JJ,
about cars and
JJ,
cement
what's
boats.
your favorite on-the-fly adjustment? What do you think's the best that you've had seen?
You know, it's ugly, but the Seamaster, Omega Seamaster's adjustment is excellent. You could do it one-handed. You don't have to do that was always it's not like a huge deal, but that was always my gripe with the sub, that you kind of need 2 hands to, you got to take it off the wrist and adjust. With the Seamaster, all you got to do is undo the clasp and with 1 finger press down and slide it into the position you want, re-click it, and you're good. You don't even have to take it off wrist. One hand.
The Sea Dweller is like that.
I've
just
heard
lift
that.
up. You lift up.
No,
on
the Sea Dweller is not like that at all, Mike. You Sea Dweller, you have to
Doesn't the
take
Sea
off your
Dweller
wrist.
have a different micro adjust?
But you can do it one-handed. You can do it with it on your wrist. You just snap the top. You lift up on it, and then with your fingers.
Yeah, you have to lift and slide. The other one on the Seamaster, though, the Omega, you just press down. It's much easier.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought you meant. It was the same as the Seamaster. I was going to say totally different.
I didn't mean to say.
Well, they're patented, so they wouldn't
you
be
can
able
do
to.
it one-handed. Was what I meant by same as Seamaster. Not.
Right.
It's like the same design.
Right. In my opinion, it's more difficult.
The Pelagos has a wonderful clasp that it's adjustable, and then it has the springs. And once it's very easy to work through the first 3 clicks of adjustment, and then if you go to the 4th click, it just goes into the spring mode. And if you happen to exceed the 3 clicks of adjustment, then it just expands via the springs inside the clasp. It's really nice.
So, Arch, I got a question.
That's the big Pelagos, not the 39.
I got a question.
Yes,
we have to summon the Pontiff of Old. We got a super chat first. Let's do this. Super chat's more important.
Yeah, super chat. So here we go. We got a super chat firstly, thank you, Curly. Very, very big thank you to the Curly.
We're gonna play a song for him.
You should play Baby Cow.
Baby Cow.
Baby Cow.
Baby
Yeah,
Cow.
I think we should there because he's a very kind guy there. Let's go.
Baby cow going mad in a field.
Baby Cow,
He feels so goddamn real.
Baby real.
Going mad in
cow,
a
baby
field.
cow.
Growing up to be somebody's meal. Baby cow,
Meal.
why don't you shake
Baby
that
cow.
ass? And
hands.
reward you with some blades of grass.
Blades of
Baby
grass.
cow.
Shimon!
There we go.
I love
you
the baby
so much.
cow.
Beautiful rendition for
Yeah,
our man
thank
Curly.
Yeah, Curly's. That's very, very cool. That Tictology, $10 sent you an email, Arch. Rumored 75th anniversary Omega C Masters. I'll have a look at this now.
Tictology,
Ooh.
another great member of the streams, Arch, a fellow Alliance member.
A great supporter.
Yes.
I reckon if they do bring those out, James Showcase Watches will be all over them. My prediction.
How is James going these days? I haven't heard from him. I'd love to chat to him.
Yeah, I think he's all right. He is busy. Obviously, kids are growing up, his babies, and I'm hoping he will come on one of the streams soon. Not the way Cam does, but we hope he appears on one of the streams. It'd be good to see him, good to speak to him. I'm going to try and meet up with him where we have every other month in Birmingham, we have a clock and watch fair where some of the traders come down. I'm going to see when the next one is and see if he's free to come down for that. That'll be good.
I think he's still busy with his acquisition of HMS Concrete.
Very, very cool.
Is that the concrete that he put his Explorer 2 in while he was mixing it?
Yes. That's the one that they make the boats out of for Sirocco. Maybe see, I got to do a little something here. It's making me crazy. There we go.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people have actually started researching concrete boats since we started speaking about it. Did you? What did you think there, guys? How many people have started researching?
Hold on. I love that Globemaster annual calendar.
Very cool.
Yes, it is. It is
beautiful
very
combo.
cool looking.
I would actually get one if the price was right.
They can be a bit expensive. That is a fair comment there. They're
£7,000. About 7,000 quid, which is not bad for what you get.
I think the new watch, he's talking about these new Seamasters.
Oh, right. Yeah, let's see.
What size do we got here?
It looks like an Aquaterra, doesn't it? It's an Aquaterra. What is this? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's Aquaterra.
The broad arrow hands.
So what have they done exactly? How is this different to the standard Aquaterra? The hands?
Non-tapered bracelet.
Well, you can't really see
What are they
back.
doing? What are they doing? Tell me what's happening, guys. I'm a little bit lost. What's going on here?
I have no idea, man. Maybe the dial. Instead of waves, it's got straight lines.
They had these watches in a range of colors, right? But that's not what's happening here, is it?
Titanium, maybe? Titanium Arch?
Yeah, this is more Aquaterra than Seamaster. Even though Aquaterra is a subset of the Seamaster range.
And this is the Seamaster. What's this? What have they done different on this one?
Can you read what it says? Maybe it tells you in the description. I can't see it. It looks blurry.
No, I can't.
This looks like the new monster one.
What's
How
this?
about this one? This is a $30-something thousand watch we're looking at right here. That's the green dial.
Yes.
That's gorgeous.
Is it worth the money? But I don't know whether I'd prefer this over a 321.
Yeah,
I would buy this on the secondary. You could get these probably quite a bit cheaper on the gray.
30 grand. There's a lot of watches to choose from at 30 grand.
Actually, I'm gonna send you a picture, Archie, if I can find it. I'm gonna look real quick.
Yep.
I almost made a similar purchase, but I'll explain why once you get the picture. We could get into a little story time, Arch. You know, story time with Uncle Archie. You should start that and tell a story of your life, Arch. Being that you're middle-aged man, lessons for the young collectors.
Do you think I'm 2/3 the way through live?
I hope not. I hope halfway.
Oh.
Halfway is good. Don't you feel like you've lived? I feel like I've lived so long
Mm-hmm.
Like if you told me I was halfway done, well, maybe not half. Yeah, it's still 88, 89, 90. I'll take it.
Everything up till now has just been a blur. I don't.
How old are you now, JJ?
Me, I'm 44.
I remember when you were. When did you come on? You were at 41 when you came on. Is that right?
3 years ago.
Yeah, about. It was
Yeah.
right around your new was it New Year's when the Lolex came on for your New Year's, right? No, Mr. GMT was on for New Year's. So I don't know, were we before? I think it was before New Year's. That was before the pandemic. So 2019.
Yeah, just
2019 I came on.
Okay.
I was talking with Lolex the other day. Hopefully we could get him on.
He's not a bad guy. Lolex is not a bad guy.
Do you remember you wanted to boot me, Archie? Like, I don't know if I like this guy. And Lolex is like, no, he's fun. Leave him on. That was how. That was the beginning of the thing. Actually, we were just talking about that the other day. I told him I would love him to come on your show or my show and come chat with us one day.
You know what? I would love him to come on. It's not a them or us attitude. I don't mind if he goes on the other stream. It doesn't. I don't own somebody. You know what I mean? I don't control or own him. Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'd just like to chat to him as a friend, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's especially a guy like we've talked to for so many years. It's been a long time, and we know him for years now. You know, it'd be great.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy, and I'd like to know what's happened to his Boxster. Remember, he had the Boxster.
Yeah, I don't know if he's
no, the Cayman. He had the Cayman. The Cayman.
The Cayman. That's right. Yes, it was the Cayman.
Cayman.
I know he said he's getting a new watch coming soon, so that'll be fun to see.
Yeah, he's always a lovely guy. I met him in Vegas. He was I'll be honest with you. He's a nice guy. I got nothing bad about Lolex to say.
Yeah, look, everybody's a pain in the ass in some way, shape, or form, but overall, Lolex was a cool guy.
Yeah,
we all have our faults. I'm not saying he has faults. I'm just saying if some people don't like certain
that's what
things,
makes me so sad is that so many the other side has sort of demonized everybody who goes on another stream. Man, so what? Does it matter?
That's not really my thing.
Exactly.
I don't mind anyone going anywhere. I mean, it's a free world.
Except for you, Mikey. You can't go there, Mikey. You know what I mean? Like I mean, people just want to have fun. You know what I mean? Nobody owns anybody. We just want to have some fun, don't you think? I was chatting to Madman sent me a text on WhatsApp the other day, and he said, "Oh, I was just really enjoying Curly." He said Curly could talk forever.
No dead air with Curly. No dead air when Curly's around.
Yeah, no, he was just saying he just really enjoyed listening to this, and I thought, you know what, he's 100% right. Curly's amazing, and bondage and discipline. Lolex's luck rubbed off on me at the tables too. He won big, and I left Vegas for the first time ahead. There
Beautiful.
You go.
Nice.
Good stuff.
And that's the thing, you got to realize a lot of these streams here, JJ, it is I don't know about you, right? But do you have friends who don't do watches? I got friends who aren't into watches, but I got to be honest with you, most of my friends are into watches. It's hard to relate stories if they don't understand watches. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. People gravitate to friends with common interest, right? I mean...
Yeah, because you wouldn't understand, oh, I really want to get this. Well, why do you want to do, you sort of, it's, but I've got to say to you, in this world we're in, communities now, it's no longer in location. With technology, you can have friends all around the world. I was talking to my mate, John. He's the guy who looked after me in Vegas. I spoke to him yesterday. He was having a, he only drinks once a week, and he wanted to talk to me, and I said, yeah, I'll have a talk to him. Lovely guy, just talking. And he was telling me just, it's good to have people you can relate to.
Yeah, for sure. I sent you that picture, by the way.
Oh, so JJ, tell me about this watch. What is this watch? Tell me what it is.
So my AD was gonna hook me up with a pretty good price on this, but I don't
Oh,
know. I think
what
it's just
discount do you want? What discount? You'd want at least 25?
it was about 25. Yeah.
Because these things. So this is
Ooh.
what is this? Is yellow gold?
Yeah. This is the is it moonshine or sedno? I forget which. It's like a pale.
Yeah.
It's not really like bright yellow. It's like a pale yellow. I don't know. I just feel like it's a bit too close to the Oyster Flex Daytona. To have two of these.
Yeah. You still got that, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
I was reading somewhere, AD Never Calling. He got rid of his. I think he got rid of his Panda.
You guys said you got rid of both Daytonas.
I know, that's right. I wasn't going to say that, but yeah, I remember he got rid of.
He said it
Yeah.
in the chat.
What happened? What happened?
Well, he got
I
that
think
gold.
he's got 4 of them.
He got that gold anniversary GMT with the green dial.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the left-handed one.
No. It's
No.
gold with just the green dial, mate.
Okay.
It's the older yellow gold anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ceramic.
Okay.
It's ceramic. It's a ceramic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, he got that. Okay.
Which is also a cool watch. Great watch.
He was saying he's thinking the Daytona market could be coming down a bit. What do you think?
I don't think it's
Hard
ever.
to say.
I don't think it's ever a bad idea to hold on to your Daytonas.
Daytonas, yeah.
I mean, they could go up or down. That depends if you want them or not. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't do anything for me. So
What about Puatona? Puatona.
Oh, actually, I saw a beautiful watch. Yesterday. My friend has just acquired. I should have taken a photo. Sorry, I was just having a few drinks, just for chilling out. He's got a Day-Date Platinum. It's a Day-Date 2. The biggest monster, the Day-Date 2.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Because remember, after the Day-Date 2, they went to the Day-Date 40.
It was 41 mil the Day-Date 2, but it was just too bulky. It wasn't.
Was it like a maxi case? Was it like a maxi case or something?
The proportions were off on it.
Okay.
The bezel was very wide. I some people love them though. They become kind of like have a cult following now.
Yeah.
That's what Milgauss used to be. Milgauss used to be the dog of the Rolex range. Now look at it. It's crazy. Especially the vintage ones. Like 1019. 1019, no one wanted that. Even Daytona, if you really want to take it that far back. No one wanted Daytona.
Yeah, I gotta say, I got a little tired of the Milgauss. I really liked the Z Blue, the green glass, the orange lightning bolt. I found it so interesting, but the outdated Faraday cage, the thick case, I don't know, there were things that need. I'm hoping they now that they discontinued it, they come out with an up, because you don't really need all that now with silicone hairsprings.
I do miss that. I do miss my Milgauss. That was taken in the robbery, the burglary. I must say that is one watch I really did love that. The only thing is, you know what I felt with the Milgauss, JJ? The Z Blue?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like the blue was like it was stuck in the Titan submersible.
Oh, man.
Because of the green, it was stuck in there. It couldn't get out. You know what I mean? I almost wanted to take the GV off it. Did you understand what I mean?
I kind of like I don't know that. I kind of like the clash between the two.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like it was kind of stuck underneath there, like it's kind of trapped. I felt really sorry for the blue.
Yeah, I got you.
What does GV mean?
That's the anti-glare material they use.
Oh, okay.
Well, GV is the end of it is because of it's Verde, because it's green glass. It's like,
okay, Verde, yeah.
Glass Verde.
I got to tell you, it's that was a beautiful. I kind of I just felt the color was trapped. I would have preferred, because don't forget, with the Milgauss history, I had a black one with no GV. Remember that? That was
Right.
my
Yep,
first.
I remember that.
Was the black with before, and then I went to I sold that, and then later on when I got another one, I got the blue. Right, the blue was beautiful, but you got to realize, right, the GV itself. I just felt the blue was trapped underneath there. It's very that's the only thing I could criticize. But I love the orange. I love the lightning bolt. That's one watch. My one was really minty as well. It was really nice. It's really sad, but you know what? That's life. You've got to move on. You can't dwell on this shit. You know what I mean? You just got to say, okay, well, what choice do I have? What do I do? What do I do? Well, what choice
What
do
do I
I
do?
What choice do I have, Jay? What choice do I have? It's one of these things in life. You say, okay, well, fuck, I fucked that one up. It won't be the last time I fuck things up. That's for sure.
This makes life interesting, Archie. The ups and the downs.
Exactly.
Keeps you on your toes. Keeps you young and
learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. So I mean, I got to be totally honest with you. It's upsetting. It's disappointing. But hey, that's just how it goes. And
this is why you got to enjoy. I don't know if you saw. Like, I sent you the link to the stream later, but basically it's just a stream about wearing your watches, like watch collecting versus watch investing. It's like, I was thinking about it last night. I said I wasn't going to be around last night because I had a wedding to go to, and I was going to wear the day date. I was like, oh, I want to keep the Journe minty fresh. And then I said, what am I doing? I'm wearing it. What did I buy it for? I'm wearing it. And I slapped
what
it
are you
on.
buying it? Exactly right.
Well,
and
I
had a great time wearing it. It was a beautiful watch. And
hey, just let me grab this super chat, Mikey. Let me grab this super chat. Sure, Tickology, $2. Thoughts on the white dial Milgauss? That was a bit of a dog, but now it's become a star. I reckon they're beautiful. I love it. Absolutely. Because when the Milgauss first came out, when they reissued it, right? Because the original ones were from the 50s, 60s, and the 1019s. When they reissued it in sapphire, it came as white and black non-GV. What do I think of the white dial Milgauss? Fucking love it. And I remember Clivis had one. Remember Clivis had one? He was. I think he got rid of it. Fuck. That was something that I think is a very unique watch. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the white dial one. And that never had the green glass, did it?
No, never had the green glass because it came out as white, and they also had a black dial.
So, Arch, you want to hear something? I'm wiping out the shitter closet.
Oh,
wow! Why is that?
Because think about it. When you have shitters, right? What do you reach for every day? Do you reach for the good stuff, or do you say, "Oh, I'll just wear this so I don't mess up my good." What was this, Michael Snake?
Michael Snake.
Hello, Archie. It's Michael.
Hey, how's it going, man?
What a joking. It's Fat Windbag here. I'm like a fucking Trojan horse. I like ducks and Archie. All eyes on you, laddie. Even Hadrian's Wall couldn't keep me out.
I used to love Fat Windbag, Ben. I don't know what happened. Why did it go so bad? What went wrong? Can I ask you that?
I don't know. I have to ask him.
I don't know. It's one of these things, It's sad because he was such a. I don't know. It's just this Archie verse. Sometimes, it comes and it goes. But I got to tell you, JJ.
Yes.
That's exactly right. That sentiment. What the fuck did you buy the FP Journe for if you're not going to wear it?
And you know what? I was getting, it was a coffee or something. I don't know what happened, and I gave it a little bump, and I was like, oh no, I hope I didn't scratch it. Then I said, who cares? But it didn't scratch.
No, JJ, it's interesting you say that. The funny thing is, right, that you was talking about shitters before. When I had that's why I got rid of the Tudor Black Bay, because I used to always wear it. That was my beater. You know what? Life is too short to wear beaters every day.
Yeah.
So I have that question I was going to ask, Arch. If you've got a nice watch and it's one of those watches that holds its value or is going to increase in value, like let's say most Rolexes over time, let's say 5 years. And one you take and put in the safe and it's dead mint, papered, box papers, everything. And another one you wear and it's got a couple of micro scratches. You took really good care of it, but it's not absolutely flawless. What is the difference in value between those two after 5 years? Is wearing it and putting a couple of scratches on, a watch that's going to increase in value, does that really take that much off of its value, or will people? I mean, I think most
Depends
people
on the model.
Well, but I mean, like I said,
It's a tricky one to answer. Like for example, right? If you're talking like an AP or a Nautilus, they can get really scratched very easily. The metal's very soft.
Yes.
Right. So before you know it, it's okay. So what's the difference? It would possibly need a factory service and it would need a factory polish. That could be a couple $1,000s. It could be a couple $1,000, okay, to get it. And it would never be perfect like the one that's unworn, right? Look, Mikey, this is a very tricky thing. Do you wear them or do you safe queen them or what the fuck do you do? It's like having let me answer this. It's like having that classic car, okay? Now, there's something special about a car that someone bought in 1971 and they only used it once a month or once a week. They'd go for a drive on a Sunday, right? There's something special about that. You understand? There's something now it depends. What do you get joy from? Do you get joy from preserving it? Do you get joy from using it? Where do you get the joy from? And I can't give you the answer. You have to work this out yourself. Some people like to hold things and just some people like to hold things just they like to hoard and possess. And I get it, but you know what?
Arch, you know Andrew Morgan from Watchfinder, who's now got his own splinter channel?
Yeah. What's his name? Andrew Morgan, is it?
Andrew Morgan. So
Talking
he was
Hands.
saying, so he was saying that the AP Royal Oak was robust. Is that right? I remember you saying they were very fragile.
Yeah, I think they're fragile. It depends. What do you mean by fragile? Or
he seemed to think they were more robust than the Nautilus.
Oh, the thing is, a lot of them used ultra thin movements. Okay, the Royal Oaks. So I don't think. Look, I haven't owned a Nautilus. Okay, so I couldn't tell you exactly my opinion. I couldn't tell you all I know is I've owned a couple of APs, a couple of Royal Oaks, and I've always found them to be extremely delicate, especially that crown. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I've always found them to be delicate. Okay? But hey, it's one of these things. I would say Rolex is so much more usable. Rolex is so much more usable.
For sure.
JJ,
they say
Protect
service costs are a bit more reasonable than APs.
I think so, yes. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. The interesting thing is, right, I find Jaeger-LeCoultre, I was wearing, I told you I got that Reverso Grand Date, right?
Yeah.
and I wound, and it didn't start going. You've got to be delicate. It's not like a Rolex. You take it for granted. You know, having Rolexes, you just wind.
On the
Wind and
You
wear.
used to say
ultra
that steel was.
wine.
I remember your video. You were saying JLC steel is soft like chocolate.
Exactly. So a lot of these watches, they are like that. They're not like Rolex. And that's the thing about Rolex or Omega. They are pretty usable. Pretty
What
usable.
about JLC ultra thins? Are that you got to be careful with them as well?
Yeah, yes, you do. I'm sorry. Because a lot of the JLC movements, they use the JLC movement in some of the APs. You know that?
Okay.
And you know what the funniest thing is? You know those big chunky AP offshore chronographs?
Yeah.
They look like Arnold Schwarzenegger watches, but they're actually quite delicate.
Yeah, they
You know
give
what
the
I mean?
impression that they can take a beating.
Take a beating, but they're actually quite delicate. Okay. So
see.
that's an interesting situation there. So just be aware of that. And I mean, look. In all honesty, I think all these watches they are delicate to a certain extent, but I would have to say Rolex is really the most. I think Rolex for the prestige and for the bang per, but it's probably the best all rounder. Does that make sense?
Yeah, billionaires can wear Rolex, yeah? Even if they're steel sports like a steel sub date or
exactly
just regular sub.
Exactly.
And it's not out of place on their wrist.
Exactly. So I've got to tell you, in all honesty, I love Rolex, and I think, you know, this is the whole thing, guys. Rolex itself, you don't realize how good it is until you go into some of these tangents, and it always comes. Look, I'll be honest with you. My collecting journey, okay, JJ, I've now coming to the stage where I didn't want to buy. The reason I got rid of the Black Bay, you just said it before, because I didn't want a beater. I wear the beater all the time. Why am I fucking safe queening this other watch for what? So my relatives can sell it off later for a better price? What the fuck?
You know how many watches I sold, Arch? You want to know this week?
How many did you sell?
I sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. 8, 9, 10.
Fuck, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, they were all like, you know, some G-Shocks and things from like my other collection. I got about.
Sold them on your channel?
No, I sold some on eBay. Some I sold from some guys in the chat. You know, I offered it in my WhatsApp group first. Yeah, I gave some guys some good deals, but it was basically just like some Seikos I had, some G-Shocks. I got maybe like 4 more I'm gonna sell, and I'm gonna keep. I don't know, maybe 10.
Sir E. Denny's just sent me a photo. He said he got a few scratches on his two-tone subby, putting some tarpaulins up. Okay, and he's just said, "Wear your fucking watch." And I tend to, I tend to agree. Look at this. This is his clasp. You've got a few scratches on it there. Got a few scratches.
Yeah, you gotta.
And
why didn't you put it on a NATO strap?
What's the point of spending all this money and you get no enjoyment out of wearing it? Isn't that like the whole thing? You want to put it on and walk around and feel good?
Yeah. I mean, look. I mean, I I made it a thing to wear my stuff. That's partly why I had them at home, because I used to like to fucking play with them. And
I just sent you a picture of my beater, Arch. It's my beater.
Yes, yeah, I like your beater. That's my idea of poverty, JJ. I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to bring up JJ's cheap beater. Is it? Well, I wouldn't say cheap. Have a look at this, guys. Tell me what you think of this. How's that?
I wear the watch all the time.
Oh.
I don't care if it gets a scratch, whatever. I'm never selling it. I wear it all the time. I'm enjoying it. What's the point of spending, whatever, for almost 40,000 on a watch if you're not going to wear it? Why? What's the point?
Why indeed? That's 100% right.
And I tell you the truth, for an all gold watch, it doesn't really scratch up that much. I'm sure there's little scratches that you don't notice, but
yeah,
it's really,
No,
really
no,
still in very good shape. Like, I don't even see. There's no dings or chips, nothing.
Beautiful. Now, is that the off-white dial? The ivory dial?
Silver dial.
And that's the same font that's on that new green dial one, JJ, isn't it? It's the same font for your Romans. You know that new green. Fuck,
yeah, it's the
that's
same
so
one.
cool. Yeah, that's so cool. Well, what's the point in having this shit if you're not going to wear it? Can I ask you that?
That's what I'm saying.
And that's partly the reason. Can I ask you something? Tell me what you think here. Do you reckon? I want to ask the panel, okay? I was actually thinking of getting out of the Daytona because I've already got the Speedy. And I thought, you know what? I've been safe queening it because it's in really nice condition. I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe just get rid of it. The money would be coming so handy for me. That's what I might do. Does that make sense?
Of course it does. If you're not going to wear it, either get rid of it or wear it. I mean, that's the choices, I would say. If there's anything I'm not wearing, it's going.
Yeah, if it's burning a hole in your pocket, what you could do with the money, sell it.
Are those are those what you call black gold hands, or is that just the angle? The angle of the camera angle.
No. Those are not.
They're just regular. Gold. They're regular gold. It's just the angle.
Okay.
And JJ, you're not getting rid of your Mercedes. You're keeping that Mercedes, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it unless.
Oh fuck, JJ! I had a run-in with I rang up another dealer. How much you give me? Fuck, they lowball. Fuck, they lowball.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's insulting to talk to dealers.
It is. It's so fucking insulting. They just lowball. JJ, what
Unless
can
you've
I
got
say?
something
What
they
do I do?
really,
what do
really
I do?
want.
Well, you know, it's they're not your friends, are they?
No, that's what they call them, stealerships.
No, never heard that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
that's exactly.
No. I mean, they fuck you every chance you get, like on services. If you're paying, out of warranty, or even during sales, and especially on a rebuy, they're just gonna. You're better off attempting to sell it privately because they've got to remake their money off of it, so they're obviously like in a much lower price bracket because they've got to turn around and put a little energy into it and then make now unless they really, really want it, or you're trading it in and they'll give you what you want for the sale of another car. That's when they'll maybe come closer to something reasonable as far as an offer. But yeah, I mean,
I got offers. I got 4 years left on my warranty, so I don't have to worry about anything breaking or paying out of pocket. I just pay my monthly, and honestly, my monthly payment is probably what a lease payment costs now anyway, because they get so out of control with the pricing. So I'll just keep it keep it till the warranty is almost up, and then I'll see what the market looks like.
You might consider putting it in the garage, JJ.
I mean, it's not like it's a bad car. Arch was in it. Arch was great in it.
Oh, it's fucking amazing. That's in my country. JJ, you don't understand. In my country, that is double the price that you guys. It's funny. You Americans are more expensive than that. You don't get it, but that car in Australia is like double my car. Okay.
Oh, is it?
Here in America too, a great way to buy is lease returns from the dealership, because they come in with the under 20,000. They're two or 3 years old, and they're still got 2 or 3 years left on warranty. They got like 20,000 miles on them, and you can get them for. They usually offer them up for a really reasonable price. Lease returns are great.
Yeah.
I bought my
very-
car off a lease return. Remember I don't know if you remember, Archie. Do you remember the gray E-Class I had?
Yes. Yeah. I like that car.
Yeah, with the brown interior. I bought that. Then I kept it after 3 or 4 months. I got bored of it. I said, "What the hell did I just had this for 3 years? What I did?" And I went back. That's when I got the white car. They gave me a good price on it, and I sold the guy my date just. That was afterwards, though. But he gave me all my money back, so I drove that car for 4 months for free.
Far out.
Yeah, because the
Amazing
price.
stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a strange world, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my brother has buying cars from the dealership down. Like, he has them groveling at his knees, because he goes in, he goes through all the motions, he takes it right up to the very end, and he goes, I don't think so, and he walks out. And then he has them chasing him down the road 20 miles later saying, "Okay, we'll take your offer." Because he lowballs them, and then, of course, they're like, "Oh, we can't do that." And he's like, "All right, fine, deal's off." And he kind of plays their game with them, and he's gotten his cars for smoking deals from the dealership. Like, yeah, but you gotta kind of be savvy and know how to play their game, because they're dying to make a new sale, because anybody that's going to finance something is where they really make their money. And and a lot of that money is the whatchamacallit that the salesman makes, the commission. So that 3,000 leeway they have is basically just money out of the salesman pocket. So they can go down to $5 over the salesman. The salesman could go down to like only making $5. But if the dealership really wants to sell it or buy it, they'll make it happen if it results in a new sale, or a new lease, like that kind of thing.
They make good money selling the finance. You know that? They often make more money selling the finance than the car itself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a fucking weird, people in the past, they used to say pay cash, but they actually don't want you to pay cash. They make money out of the finance itself there. And it's I got to be honest with you, JJ, these luxury cars, they keep you poor. They really, I can see how they're very expensive, aren't they? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, they say the worst purchase is buying, luxury cars. That's what keeps people from, unless you're very wealthy already. That's what keeps you from becoming wealthy. Like, not investing the money that you put into your cars. But look, you got to have a balance, right? You got to enjoy yourself. You got to.
Well, this is the whole thing. What do you want to do? Do you want to eat ramen noodles every day? Do you want to drive a shitty Hyundai? Or a Kia? What do you want to drive? The cheapest possible car? Do you want to? What do you want to do? You know what I mean? Like in life, what's your goal? Is it to end up with the biggest sack of cash? Is it?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, the Brinks truck doesn't follow the hearse. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can't take it with you. So.
No. Shroud has no pockets. You know that?
Arch, would you rather die with $1 million, or would you rather die owing $1 million?
Huh. Well, I don't want to cause pain for the people I leave behind. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I was kind of just like.
But yeah, no. That's a very good question there. What I find is so unfair is, why can't we live far longer? Why can't we live to? Wouldn't it be good if you could live to 250 years? You spend the first part of your life making your fortune, then you spend the rest of it, enjoying your fruits of your investments. Don't you
I would
think?
look at it like this: you want to enjoy your life, right? You don't want to make your whole life, even if you have children, right? Not to sound selfish, but even if you have children, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to just tuck it all away and make your life not fun just to give them money that they're probably going to blow because they didn't earn it.
Yeah.
But you know, I understand you want to leave them with some security, but you don't have to leave them with everything you've ever had. You know what I mean? It actually is not good for them, right? You want to
no, it's not. It's not.
Learn how to work. So
no,
it's like anything else. Balance. You got to balance.
Yeah. Do you think you would have children, JJ? What's your scope of work
possibly.
there?
We'll see how it goes. I mean, if it would have to be sooner than later, but we'll see.
You know what's wrong with you, JJ? Can I tell you this?
Tell me.
If you don't, okay, let me just get the super chat here. Sorry,
Saved by the super chat.
I missed this super chat. I'll just make sure. Okay, this is from Tiktology. Panel, if you could only keep one watch brand, what would it be? Oh, no question, Tiktology. Rolex. Mike the Snake, what one watch brand would that be for you?
Rolex.
JJ, if you could only keep one watch brand, what would it be for you? Well, yours would be
Rolex.
FP Jean.
No, I mean, hypothetically, if I was starting fresh, you only buying one watch, it would be a Rolex.
But one brand, only stick to one brand. What would that
Rolex.
be?
Rolex. I think Rolex is the most useful.
Yeah.
I'd probably keep my day date if I want and done. Either that or maybe the VC overseas, the blue dial. I think you could get away with that.
The love of my life.
I got to tell you, two watches I think would be one and done for me. My Explorer, if I just wanted steel, as a two-tone, a little bit more flashy. I love the two-tone sub. Beautiful watch. Beautiful.
Great two-piece combo. You can't go wrong there at all.
You got most of your and you know what? A third one would be a Speedy.
Sure.
I love the 3861 because I happen to have it, and it's in my it is given to me by some real dear friends. Speedy. Do I really need the Reverso? Not really. They're not super valuable, but you know what I mean. It's not like it's like
if that brand and that model holds a special place in your heart and you want to add it, it's not like it cost you $40,000 to put it in there. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, you're getting good value for it. So
exactly right.
But if you had only one brand, if you could only pick one brand, one watch brand, it would have to be Rolex, right?
100% indeed. You'd have to pick. We got a super chat from Art Vanderlei, $5. Love the shirt.
Me and Arch keep hitting it at the same time. Sorry, Arch.
Oh, sorry. Art Vanderlei. Actually, this is my jumper. This is my new jumper, and I've got my woven T-shirt underneath. Thank you.
That kind of reminds me of the Coogee sweater Biggie used to wear. You know the Coogee sweater?
Yeah. No, actually, I was wearing the white one yesterday, the Right to Repair, and today I'm wearing So that's the go. I got to tell you, JJ, with the watches themselves there, I got to tell you this. I really feel that if you're not wearing it, I'm really starting to things have changed in my life, not necessarily for the better, but I got to tell you, I'm starting to become more. I'm moving away from having collections because I'll be honest with you. You have these collections. What the fuck is anyone going to do with this stuff? The only problem is it's actually hard to sell a few things off. I've tried to sell a few things off. I put some Louis Vuitton up for sale. No bites. No, I had a few.
Your prices are a little high though, Arch, in fairness. Usually when you sell something used, you're going to lose some money. You're looking to make a few bucks. I sent you a picture. I want to know, what do you think about this sweater, Arch? Would you wear this jumper right here?
A minute. Here we go. Let's just get JJ. Holy shit, what is this? Actually, I don't mind it, JJ.
And we still have, I wonder if we still have half in the chat. Half, if you're in the chat, let us know.
Yeah, half. He's a great guy. Huff's a great guy.
Yeah.
Would you wear this sweater, guys? Let's have a look here. What do you think? It suits him. He's a rapper. A rapper.
What do you think, guys, in the chat? Should Arch get this sweater, the Coogee sweater, for when he's chilly in the studio?
It's a Michael the producer kind of fabric.
It's kind of yeah, it's cool. Now we got a super chat from Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle, $2. If you had to pick one watch, not Rolex. Ooh. Good question.
Easy for me.
Know what?
Go ahead, Arch. You go.
In my case, I would say it has to be on a bracelet. It has to be waterproof. I would go for the Omega Seamaster Lollipop 300. You know, that beautiful heritage. I reckon that's a
heritage.
That's where
love
I would
love
go.
that watch.
What would you do, JJ? I'm curious.
I'd keep. No, I wouldn't. I would keep my. As much of a beautiful watch it is, like you couldn't be a one piece watch. It just
no. It's not meant for that. It's like
I would keep the overseas Blue Dial. It comes with a leather strap, rubber strap, and a bracelet. It's sporty enough and dressy enough. It's if you could get one watch, I think that would be it. You know.
Yeah, that's a cool watch.
Good choice.
They've come back a little bit, haven't they? They come back a little bit.
I don't know. Richmond seems to be going downhill a bit. VC is not really.
They're putting their prices up. They're putting their price. What the fuck are they doing?
Everybody is. Omega is going up in, I think, this week, right? They're going back up another. Yeah. They were doing another raise, which is crazy.
What are these guys thinking? What are they thinking? Are they trying to kill the market completely, or what? What are they trying to do?
I think they're still looking at last year's stats and they're confused about what the market is.
Do you think maybe sales are down and they're just counting on, let's say, 10% less sales, so they up their price 10% to make the difference?
I think there has been some definite cost of living increases. You know, a lot of these things are costing a lot more. Cost of everything is going up, but the reality is it's a very fragile market because none of this shit is a necessity. These are luxury goods.
Arch, did you see, by the way, I think a few people, the Snoopy's is going to be easier to get coming soon, by the way, just a hunch.
Why is that?
They seem to be pumping them out a little more. I noticed more and more people are getting them. And it's funny, I was actually just going to ask you, did you see, I just happened to notice on Instagram, Rich Buddy got one. I don't know if you saw it. But
he got a Snoopy, did he? I don't watch Rich Buddy. What's Rich Buddy up to?
No, I don't watch anything. He just popped up in my feed for some reason. So I saw he got the Snoopy. He got it on a custom strap. Looks like an Aaron Bespoke strap.
Always. Did he ever get an FP Jean?
No, I think he's still waiting.
Art Vanderlei, $5. Love the shirt, Arch. I think we did that one.
Yeah, we did that one. We did Yankee Doodle.
Yankee Doodle.
Well, did you answer?
Hop on Smash.
Oh, there's
sorry.
Half
on Smash, $2. Coogee is an Australian brand, so AC3 definitely needs one.
Oh, look at that! I didn't even know that.
I never even heard of them before. Coogee.
That was the one that you pulled the picture up. That Biggie was wearing. That was popular in the 90s.
Oh, so they're not. Well, are they still around? Is they making new stuff?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they're still around.
Well, they're not cheap. Right. They're like $400 fucking dollars.
No, they're not.
400. Fucking hell, that's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? I mean, fuck, they charge $200. See, is there anything wrong? I'll be honest with you. I bought this jumper I'm wearing here from Big W. Is there anything wrong with Big W? I don't honestly see how this Coogee stuff they sell. It justifies the price. I mean, it is cool. I get it. Fuck me dead. How much do people earn? What do people earn to buy this sort of stuff?
Well, I mean, the guy was a rich, famous rapper. I'm sure they probably sent him that hoping he would wear it, you know. And
yeah.
If not, he could definitely afford them himself. But
now, JJ, you just sent me this. Whose strap is that? What strap? Tell me the significance.
Oh, I just saw that's Rich Buddy's post. He said he just got this.
Oh, where did he? That's an Aaron Bespoke strap.
I didn't read the thing, but it looks like I don't even know how to find him. What the hell is his name? Rich Buddy Show, I think.
Something like that. Let's have a look. It's actually quite a. I like the strap. Does I don't know. Does Aaron Bespoke make? How does he do that? How do you do that?
Paint it on. It doesn't say where he got it from.
It could be a transfer.
We got a super chat here from Art Vanderlei, $5. Sales down as up. That's how Archie likes to. Sales down as up.
Sales down, ass up. That's the way Archie likes to.
Sales down. Okay, fair enough.
Well, you like to hit it, Arch. Hit it and quit it.
Hit it and quit it. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful watch. What do you think of the Snoopy? Do you like the Snoopy, JJ?
It's cool. I like it. If they offer me one at retail, I'd buy one. I wouldn't really go running out there to go above market. I feel like they're going to be putting out more and more of these. Omega seems to never figure out how to get ahead. It's like they take one step forward and 2 steps back. That's why I was adamant about getting the 321 over the Snoopy, because I feel like they're just too hard to overproduce because they're hard to make. Whereas these, but this does have a really cool, the back of the watch does that really cool little party trick. So it's a fun watch. I just wouldn't pay over retail for it. I think 10,000 is the right price for this watch. 20,000, I don't know. Is it worth 20,000 to you? Because it has a picture of Snoopy on it. I mean, it's a Steel Speedy at the end of the day.
Yeah, I was never that. Well, I like Snoopy, but were you a Snoopy fan? I'm not a Snoopy fanatic. Does that make sense?
I like it. I think it's cute. Am I going crazy for it? No, I mean
I'd rather have a 321. I agree totally with you. I think you did the right choice there.
Is it worth $10,000 to have a couple of iron-on or transfers put on the strap? Basically,
well, that strap doesn't come with. This is a custom strap he had made by somebody.
Oh, okay.
That comes with the blue. It's just a blue strap that matches the bezel. But even back, you remember Arch though, the old the original ones that just had the little Snoopy in the thing. It wasn't much of a premium on that compared to the 1861s.
No.
People who just got a kick out of having a little Snoopy on there bought those. Now it became is this big thing? I don't know.
Yeah, and as you get up into the 20 and 30 range,
there's so many better watches you could buy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the scope of availability and choices widens greatly. When you're when you have that much to throw at a watch, you shop carefully, or maybe you're in love with a certain watch and don't care. But when you're in the 20 and 30 range, there's a lot to choose from. Especially secondhand. There's Pateks. There's not the overseas, the version 3 blue 3-hander. That was as high as 45 at one point. And it's come down a bit, but it's still well over retail.
I got to tell you, JJ. I think he got this at retail, did he? Or so you don't know? You don't.
I don't know. I don't speak to him like that. It just happened to come across my Instagram feed. I thought maybe you would be interested in seeing it.
Yeah.
Only because I thought the strap was pretty interesting.
It's very cool strap. I must admit, it is really cool there. I got to tell you, I think if I had a choice, I'd rather have the 321 because it's a historical type watch, and it's never going. It's not. This is kind of. I'm always scared. These things are very faddish, aren't they? You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, not long ago, you were getting these for what? A little bit. Not this particular one, but the original one, you were getting a little over retail. I mean, over the price of the.
And Mike the Snake, that guy, that Schultz guy, he used to live near your town. Is that right, Mikey?
He used to live in my town. There's a famous skating rink that's named after him, the Charles Schultz skating rink, ice skating rink. And he's from the town that I grew up in, and live near now, and yeah, like I said, all over town there's these metal sculptures on street corners, in remembrance of him, and he was a very big deal, and the town very much embraced him.
Yes. Yes.
And I think everybody kind of had a warm feeling that Peanuts originated from their town,
Yeah. 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 I quite like the cartoon. It's sort of they were cool. They were cool. But it's one of these things. You're going to pay a premium to get that logo because you've got to pay copyright, and they want fees, and they want this, they want that. It's always a hassle, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's the problem. Tell me this, JJ. Could you ever be a solely Omega collector? What do you think of that as an idea? Like you just collect Speedmasters? Could you ever do that?
You're asking me or Mike?
Yeah. What about yourself, JJ?
Nah, that's too boring. I need I don't know. It's like too specialized. Do you really want to wear 4 different Speedmasters or 10 different Speedmasters? I don't know. I'd rather have a variety.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's like people who collect just Submariners. I mean, they are a great watch, but is that what you want to do? Just have Submariners? You know what I mean?
I want to have, personally, I want to have watches for the things I need them for. If I'm going to an event, I want a dress watch. If I'm hanging out during the day, I want a daily, like, sporty kind of watch. If I work in an office, I want an office style watch. You know what I mean? Like, I want useful watches.
Here we go. Super chat from Art Vanderlei, $5. A good sport, Archie is. Good evening to you, sir. Art Vanderlei. Thank you so much.
Art's my favorite avatar.
And yes. That was Seinfeld. That was that's 30 years ago, isn't it? Almost now? 30 years ago.
Vanderlei Industries.
Vanderlei Industries. Art Vanderlei. Yes. Half on Smash, $2. This watch commemorates NASA Silver Snoopy Award. Yeah, that's true. That's right. It was. It's the Snoopy Awards. That's right. From NASA.
All 3 of them. This was what, the 50th anniversary, right? The other one that goes for big money with the loom is what, the 45th anniversary?
The Apollo 13 or whatever.
What?
Isn't another Speedy the Apollo? Apollo 1.
I don't know. You made the statement. I'm not the fact checker here.
No, I'm just. It's just another one of their offshoots.
I can't instantaneously fact check your statements. I have no idea.
I'm not sure if it's a Snoopy bit. I think it was.
I totally. You've got to exactly. That's exactly it. We're not the fact checker here.
Does Mike ever throw you off when he asks questions? I'm not making fun. I'm just curious. Like,
no, it does.
What's the basic stuff in the house foundation? What's the mix of concrete? Like, I don't know. Like, am I supposed to know that off the top of my head?
Yes.
I know you're asking hypothetically, Mike, but it's just like sometimes it's funny. I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes the answer is check Google. And then other times, I feel like it's a valid question to ask on a watch show.
Here's the three. Here's the 3 Snoopies there, JJ. There's the 3 Snoopies.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The 50th is that one. The 45th is the one before with all the loom. I don't know what Apollo 13 though. I don't know all the space missions.
I'm not sure if it's a Snoopy. But I know they made an Apollo 13. I think it was a Snoopy. I can't remember. I thought it had a Snoopy in a spacesuit or something.
Because it was just one little eye there. One little register was the Snoopy, right?
Yeah.
So they quite interesting stuff there. And then we've got the back of that. Eye on the stars. There we go.
Eyes on the prize, baby. Eyes on the prize.
I think
Oh,
they went a
wait.
bit crazy with the latest one, but it's got that Snoopy in the spaceship on the back, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a cool little party trick. I like it. I like the first one, to be honest. Just a plain old Speedy with the little sub dial. I thought that was...
Yeah, just tastefully done.
Yeah.
Tastefully done. It's
But then they went crazy. Yeah, they were going for like 23,000 at one point. I was like, what is going on here? Who would pay for this that little little sub dial, all that extra money? And they've had like a little cheesy sticker on the back. I mean, the sticker was cool, but it's just a sticker.
yeah, you're right. You're right. It's they've really gone over the top with it there, but is that wrong of Amiga to cash in on that? Can you blame them for that?
Well, I mean, they didn't really cash in on it. I mean, it's really on the secondary. They're still selling these for what, 9,600, even the new ones. But I think once that second one, the 45th anniversary with the loom, that was very limited, right? That one went up to like 40-something thousand. So it just, I mean, during the height, I don't know what it goes for now, but it pulled that other one up from like 8. It used to trade for what, like 8 or 9,000 into like almost 20. It's like crazy.
Yeah. It's here's a good point from Matt P. ADs and boutiques in Australia should be having an end of financial year sale, but even suggesting a discount gets you laughed out the door.
I think if you have a good relationship, you could still get a discount on certain stuff. Not everything, but certain stuff. Precious metals, things like that.
It's funny. These watches, is the AD doing you a favor selling you stuff? Or are you doing them a favor buying stuff?
I mean, at this point, honestly, you got to be nuts to not be buying on the secondary. Like, they want full whack. They want you to buy 3 pieces before they even entertain maybe getting you a Rolex. It's like, forget it. Like, if you went on the gray and bought the 4 pieces that you would buy from them, it would probably be cheaper.
Oh, most undoubtedly. You know, they want you to spend.
Well, that wasn't the case when the market was like red hot. It was different. But now it's like, you want me to buy 3 pieces that I'm going to lose a ton of money on that I don't even really want. I'm only doing it to get the Rolex. Like, I might as well just go buy the Rolex. You know what I mean? And just pay the premium.
Pay the premium. It's a fascinating thing. JJ, tell me this. In your own area there, what do you see happening in the next 12 months? Crystal ball gazing. I don't think prices will collapse. I can't see that happening. People will always like these things. But
it's going to be interesting. You know, you got to go. You got to see what the political climate is. That's my one fear. You know, will China invade Taiwan before the election to cause a stir?
When's the election for you guys in America?
November. Is it November?
Okay, November. Okay, and Biden's standing, isn't he?
Yeah, November 20. Oh, it's not till November 2024. So.
Okay. Oh, 2024. Okay, and we got Fat Ding Dong Ben. Hey, to bring up the spirits of the show today, just what we need. Hello, how are you?
Archie, I like dogs and Archie, I like dogs and all eyes on you, laddie, all eyes on you. I like dogs and I love it, Archie.
Sounds
love
cool.
it.
Tiktology. Tiktology says my Omega AD gives me 10% discount, but for new customers they don't at all. I paid $4,000 for a Seamaster Professional 300 meter in 2020. What do you think? Is 10% enough, JJ?
10% discount, but for new customers they don't pay $4,000. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, if it's a popular model, that's good. I don't think they're giving much more than that at this point. But yeah, that's about what they're doing.
What's the polite way to ask for discounts? How do you normally bring the subject up?
Well, I look at the watch. They obviously see the price tag on it and stuff. And then they said, how much for this one? Mm-hmm. You know, and they always, you know, usually, unless it's like a hot model, like they'll say like, oh, this one's hot, you know, I got to charge full price. Or they'll say, you know, they'll just name a price, and then I'll think about it. Oh, let me think about it a little bit, and then sometimes they stay firm with that price, or sometimes they'll go cheaper one more, and then I just decide. I never ask, like, I never make an offer like, well, will you give it to me at this?
Oh, that's rude, you think?
I just don't, because unless they don't sell Rolex, then I just totally fucking devour them. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, you know how when I brought the Breguet, I put that guy through, you know, I put them through the ringer. If they don't want to sell it, I just like, all right, I don't buy it. I don't, you know.
Yeah. Do you like Donny Haynes's new Breguet, the Marine?
It's not personally what I would want for myself, but I understand why he likes it. It has a lot of, you know,
he loves
beautiful
it.
components. Yeah, I mean, the Breguet is super underrated. There's so, me personally, I prefer to go with more dressy pieces from Breguet. But I'm not into like the wave. Like, I think it's very interesting, like the gear shade, the wave pattern. Not something I personally would want to wear. Have you seen it on the bracelet? I pulled it up on my show the other day on the bracelet.
Yeah.
To me, it's so much cooler on the bracelet.
Yeah, but it's in the solid gold. It's so much more expensive, you know. And I get it. I like. It's kind of cool having it on the strap. I think the strap is beautifully. It's got a beautiful. Have you seen the buckle on it? The buckle is so cute.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful watch. I just, like I said, if I buy in Breguet, I prefer to go the more traditional dress piece route. But the detailing on it is amazing. I understand why he loves it. I mean, it's great bang for buck.
He's been a big movement snob for a long time. He loves he's been a huge fan of the things, and I got a soft spot for Donny. Donny sometimes you know, he's had some bad, you know, he had his mother died and his dad died not so long before that. He's had a few, you know, I hope he gets some happiness from, you know, sometimes buying a few nice things for yourself is a cool thing. Tiktology, $2. JJ, which FP Jean would you buy next? He wants the Havana. You want the Havana, don't you?
No, I don't want that. I'm gonna try to get not that I dislike the Havana, I do like it, but it's just too similar to what I have now. I think I want to try to go for something a little more sporty next. Maybe I'll go for the Elegant in 48 in Titalite.
If you had a wife, would you buy the ladies Jean, the quartz?
Well, that's quartz too, but that's the lady size is 40. It's the same watch, but 48. Yeah, okay. I would.
Yeah. The Jean, have you, now that you've worn it a few times, have you been recognized with it?
No, nobody knows what it is. And I'm actually happy because I don't want to deal with that. You know, I mean, a few people said, "Oh, that's a really nice watch." I just said thank you, but they have no idea what it is.
They don't, no idea what a Jean is.
No.
You should say, "I'm saving up," or what I really want to do is get a Rolex.
Saving up for a Rolex, yes, that's a good idea.
You know what I mean? What do you think, hey?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Saving up for Rolex.
I think someone said that when I was wearing the 5960 to me once. Oh, it's a nice watch. You ever think about getting a Rolex? I forgot. Was that the watch? I think so. I don't remember anymore. It's been a while. It was pretty funny. I said, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea." Funny. The general public thinks Rolex is the pinnacle, you know, of watchmaking.
Yeah, you had your 5960. Holy fuck!
Yeah, I look back at old pictures and I say, I probably should have kept that, but it was very top heavy. Platinum's heavy, you know.
Yeah, and you had that beautiful deployment buckle, even though it was wrong. It was the. I'm teasing you.
I had both actually. I had both. I had the.
I know. I'm teasing you. Okay. I had my bloody deployment buckle stolen with the watch, by the way, too. So I've lost.
I got a good deal on that deployment buckle. Do you remember that when I was going to buy it on eBay?
Yeah, I loved it.
I'm like, should I buy it?
Yeah, I remember. I was hanging the washing up outside when you rang. I had a good chat to you about it. It was, you know what? The funny thing is, you've tasted so much stuff, right? don't you think you've had a really good watch journey? I mean, you can't,
Yeah.
you can't be unhappy, you know? Like, I mean, even me, okay, it's a bitch. I had stuff. Okay. But you know what? I got a few nice watches. I tasted and sampled a few lovely things. Isn't that what life is about? At the end of the day, we don't own any of this shit. We're just leasing it, right?
I think that's the best part of the journey, when you've had so much good stuff and then you settle into whatever you decide. Like, it's usually a little lackluster after that, right? But you it's like, well, you know, right? Like, I've already been there, done that. Like, now it's your turn, guys. You know, like when the next person starts telling you about all the expensive watches, you're just like, yeah, I used to do that. You know what I mean? Like, when you get to that point. I mean, I don't think I'm there yet, but I've been there in other hobbies, like where I've had the pinnacle of stuff and sold it and kept a few just memorable ones that I liked. And then I see other like up and coming collectors, and it's kind of funny because it's like, yeah, I've been there, done that. I'm already content. I'm good, you know.
Yeah,
I've had a taste. You know.
We got a Jimmy. Jimmy's just giving me a subtle reminder. Turkey Vulture, member 2 months, member for 3 months, Bronze Arch. Sell everything and get a 911 or an SL. Sell everything. Well, you know what? If I sold everything, I wouldn't be able to afford a 911 or an SL. I would be getting a very old one.
If you could sell those Louis Vuitton briefcases for the premium you want, then you'd be good.
I've only got one. All the other ones were stolen.
Oh, that's
I've only got one. I've only got one. OG baby girl, $50. Be happy, Archie. What a one! I'm gonna play something. You know, I'm gonna play for her.
Play something happy for her.
Okay, I'm gonna play this.
Baby super chat, baby super chat. Na 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 na. Baby super chat, baby super chat.
Bring in some super chats. Let's get this thing happening. Super chat, baby. Super chat. Let's get this on, baby.
I like that one.
Hello there, baby girl. Hello, baby girl. Hello, baby girl. Yeah. So no, that's you know, JJ, you've had some amazing stuff, and happiness. It comes from trying different stuff, and the best of the best. You've had that elite. You've had some amazing cars, amazing knives, amazing. Anything else you collect? Sneakers. You do the sneakers. What else do you do?
Yeah, I used to do them. I don't really have. I just really have what I wear now. I sold a lot. I still actually have a couple that I'm gonna eventually get to posting. I actually forgot I had a whole stack I found, but they'll go next. I don't know. You know, when I get into something, I just like to enjoy it, Arch. Sometimes I dive in too deep, and it's a little costly. You know, you always wind up losing a bit, but you have the adventure, and then you wind up keeping a couple that mean something to you. But the watch is a little different. I've had a bit more enjoyment. You know, quite a bit longer. It's also you know, you meet a lot of people, and you enjoy. Yeah.
Did you ever get into cars? Did you ever get into cars? Like, well, you've had the Mercedes. You've had Mercedes.
I mean, I've had a couple of nice cars, but I never got like super into cars.
No, your CLS is a nice. That's not a piece of shit, JJ.
No, but I'm saying like race cars and stuff like I never like I had the Mustang I toyed.
Did you ever want a Porsche? You were looking at a Porsche.
I would consider it, not with the prices right now. I
you know what the problem is?
Like super hyped, you know.
You know the problem is they're not as comfortable as your Mercedes.
Yeah, they're not. I like to be comfortable.
You know what I mean? Like I'm the same too. Like I want something that's got nice comfort. I drive my car in comfort mode most of the fucking time. I don't put it in because the problem is before you know it, you're way over the speed limit. You know what I mean? Then in my country, they've got cameras now, and the police are very clamping down. So I mean, where are you going to drive fast? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
It's
Yeah, that's right. GGXL's been following. I'm getting into a Vespa. What do you think, Archie? I've been thinking about getting a little Vespa to cruise around the neighborhood. with my pink watch, you know, so I look extra feminine.
You know what? I'm a bit scared of bikes at the moment. Bikes and submersibles, okay?
You know, the submersibles I've never been a fan of. I'm not a submersible guy, that's for sure. I like my feet on the concrete.
Yes, yes.
That's where I belong.
I tell you what, it sounds pretty damn scary. That guy who was hustling those super rich people to come on, he was working the leads. It's come out he was really working leads to get people going down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, craziness.
He would work the leads, wouldn't he? He worked the leads. And
you see a lot of people saying that the story's so popular right now because whatchamacallit, they like all the other stories that are coming up kind of covered up.
Yes. It's I gotta be honest with you. I think it's fucking scary to go down that deep, isn't it? Hey.
Oh, you wouldn't forget it. You wouldn't catch me down in any of those things. You won't catch me jumping out of a plane. You won't catch me diving to the bottom of the ocean. I'm good. I'm good with I'm good with my feet on the ground.
No squirrel suit jumping off the tops of crazy high mountains.
No, I'm not. What are those people called? Like the ones that drink Mountain Dew in the
squirrels.
The extreme extreme sports.
Athletes. Extreme sports. Yeah.
Tell me this, JJ. In your own collecting thing, your early 40s, mid 40s.
Mm-hmm.
You went into. You had knives. You've done a few cars. You've done watches. You've done a bit of fashion. You're a stylish guy. I've met you. You did fragrances. Remember, that's right. You were into the fragrances for a long time, weren't you?
Yeah, I still like them, but my allergies don't like them. So they seem to have a sensitivity to a lot of them. So I kind of stopped buying them because when I wear them, they kind of irritate me a bit. So
it's funny like that. There are certain fragrances that I really enjoy and you know taking a whiff of, and then there's others that even the most minute whiff just literally asphyxiates me.
Well, you know what I found? What you got there?
I was trying a fragrance. This was sampler given to me. It's Cartier Oud and Oud.
Oh, nice.
Right? Do you have any idea how fucking expensive that is?
They get very expensive. You know what I've noticed though? Now that I've gotten this like irritation, it's mostly from the natural stuff, which is all the expensive stuff. So the synthetics don't bother me as much. So I'm forced to wear cheap fragrances, which I guess isn't bad, right?
I think that's why like Chanel has kind of held its own over time because they've got a solid, real distinctive smell. But I think they're also made from, the higher quality natural.
It's just ridiculous.
The one Archie has looks expensive. How much is that one, Arch? That Oud and
well, this is only a little sampler. This is a sampler they gave me. I'm just gonna have a look at it. It's fucking ridiculous. It's I can't believe it. It's like $400. I think. And I thought, my God, how the fuck do they justify that? How the fuck do they justify? How the fuck do they justify that? It's just ridiculous. And I don't mind. Look. I never went into. Did you ever go into Creed much, JJ? Creed? Were you a Creed?
Yeah, I have. I started with Aventus like everybody else. I have Aventus, Royal Oud. I have that one with Frank Sinatra's signature scent. What is that one? Portugal.
Yes.
What was it? Because I forget the name exactly. It's been a while since I haven't really messed with them.
This came out. Oud and Oud by Cartier came out in 2014. Holy fuck! That's ages ago, isn't it? What do you think?
Yeah, it's a while ago.
Yeah, my God. Yeah, I thought it was a new. Well, it's $520. Oh no, that's oud and seto. $255 for oud and oud. Fuck, that's dear. What do you think?
You know what I find annoying, Arch? You want to hear my rant of the day?
Sure.
If you want to sell G-Shocks and other shit, right? You throw it on eBay, you put it in the WhatsApp, whatever. You see if anyone wants it. Whatever they don't, you just chuck it on eBay. You ship it out, and you're good. When you want to get rid of fragrances, people want to know exactly what percentage is left in the bottle. You got to worry that it doesn't spill in transit. It's a real pain in the ass to unload your fragrance collection.
Oh, is that right? Because people, they're so fussy.
Are you supposed to rub it on your face like that?
I don't know. What do you think, JJ? I'm just.
I mean,
what are you
if it irritates you, it's gonna really irritate you. If it's on your face, no.
Who gives a? It's funny. So what should you do? Word it on you.
You got to get Mr. Smelly to give you a tutorial. You know, our friend Mr. Smelly.
He said you can do whatever you like. That's what he said.
Yeah, you can. You know, usually people do the back of the neck and then one on each shoulder. That's what I like to do. This way, people get a whiff as you walk by on your shoulders, and the back of the neck keeps it close to your head. How is Mr. Smelly? Do you still chat with him or no?
He's a great guy. He bought a sports Rolex. He's quite cool. He's cool. He's the fragrance community. That's a quite a strong community there.
Yeah, remember he had that nice looking girl came on your show. She was nice that one time.
Yeah. It's I've been so busy doing streaming every day. You know what I mean? And I've enjoyed that. Tell me this, JJ. Let's be totally honest, okay? It's a little bit of a quiet day today, so I can be totally honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the days of 7 day a week, 3 hours a day streaming is coming to an end? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, look, people are back to real world stuff now. Pandemic's over. Watch craze has cooled off to a normal level. It's not ridiculous like it was, where people were home all day obsessing over watches because they weren't traveling or doing other stuff. So, you know, you got to reset the baseline, as they say. It's hard to do. And you know what? I feel like, and a lot of other, well, not a lot of other, but some other people are guilty of this too. Like, too much, watering down their product by doing too much. Like, you know.
Yeah, too much.
I think if you're doing, I mean, especially like, you know, listen, I'm not going to tell you how to run your business, but I just like, if you do 5 hours a day, every day, you're kind of spreading out. If you did like, I don't know, just for an example, a 2-hour show, 5 days a week, I think you'd have a more of impact, right? When people are ready to see you, that I bet the chats would average out to the same money. I feel like you spread yourself more thin for, you know, the amount of you're just doing more time for the same amount of chats, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You would know better. I don't really follow the analytics. That's Doc's Report's job, and some other guys. I don't follow all the what is it called, Playbill or whatever.
Playboard.
Yeah, I don't follow any of that shit. I have no idea how that works.
Yeah. It's a changing. Like when you originally came on my stream. Fuck you were devoted. You came on every fucking day. How did you do that, man?
Well, also it was an hour a day.
Pandemic.
But it was pandemic, and you only did an hour.
It was
a day.
an hour a day, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've been on with you now. What? Over an hour and a half already. So you know what I mean? It's like it's easy to come on for an hour. It's very hard to sit for 3. Like now, actually, I got to take off in a few. I don't have 3 hours to sit, you know, and chat. But for like hour,
I understand.
That hour was a good time though, because it was like that's what I'm trying to say about watering down. Like you look forward to that hour. It's like, oh, I got to hop on Arches within this hour because then he'll be gone. The party's over. Like I don't want to miss the fun. Now it's like, he'll be there whenever I feel like hopping on. You know what I mean? Like there's some guys that run 8-hour streams. It's like nobody's in a rush to get there. They get there when they get there. It's like they'll always be there when you get there. You know,
Yankee Doodle, $2. Do women spot notice the day date? I think he's talking to you, JJ.
Oh yeah, they do. for sure.
They do. What do they say? Nice watch.
Some do, some don't, but you see them looking. Most of the people I see, you know what I get the most looks from? The date just, but the Wimbledon dial. That was the most popular one.
Yeah. That's a very Tiktology, $5, retirement fund. So
here's a good question I want to pull up from Straight and Level Cruising real quick, and then we'll go back to Tiktology.
Sure. No, please.
He wants to know 5 days a week, which is best. I would say skip Monday, Tuesday. I think Monday, Tuesday are boring. That's what I never stream on Monday, Tuesday. Well, Monday I'm never around. If you notice, I don't even come on your like. There's two like Saturday and Monday. I'm like never on any streams because unless it's like real late at night. But those days I'm never around. I feel like they're kind of dead days, but that's what I would do. I mean, you need a break, Arch. You can't do 7 days. I know it's not 8-hour days, but still, you want like a full day where you don't have to be locked into getting home and being on the Just my opinion.
Yeah. No. I completely get it. It's I suppose the big thing is there, JJ. I'm actually going to run it until the end of this financial year, and then I'm going to reassess what hours we work there. It's I think I am probably burning out a bit, JJ.
Yeah, I think if you did, I mean, I don't know, like when you did only an hour, that's kind of where all the other streams popped up from because nobody wanted the party to end and wanted to have a little more fun. I think 3 hours stretched it out a bit, but again, not my call. It depends on the shows. Some shows are great and they're good to last. Like,
well, the problem was I became the toilet break for these shows. What
you were only doing an hour. That's the thing.
Timmy was doing 2 hours before and 3 hours afterwards.
Yeah, but my whole thing is like he's and it's not to knock on him. I know there's always like this bitter thing. This is just a honest observation. It's always been watered down because he's just always there, not really doing much. So like whenever you're bored, that became the Archie hour was like, oh, I got to get home. I want to watch it and see what's going to happen, right? The 3 hours before, the 3 hours after is just like, all right, if I'm bored or if I'm still on, I'll just throw it on. You know what I mean? Because it's so watered down with too much time. Instead of becoming the place to be for the hour. I mean, I think an hour was a little too short for you because people didn't want it to end and wound up popping on other streams. But I think 2 hours, I don't know. Look, you got to do what's comfortable for you. Some days they're good shows and you got to keep I don't have a set time. Like I come on, like if I do it like let's say 9:15, I'll start right. This way I'm on a little before you end. I don't have a 3 hour time. Sometimes I do an hour and a half. Sometimes I'll do 2 hours. Sometimes I'll do 2.5 if it's good. You know what I mean? It depends the mood. Once I feel like, when you get that gut feeling, you're like, all right, this is enough. That's it. I just end it. That's it. I said, tell everyone thank you, and I cut out. You got to quit while you're on top. You don't want to quit you don't want to keep it going until it's sinking. You know what I mean?
Hello, Lux. How are you?
Yeah, talking about quitting. Can I quit?
No, we need.
Can you allow me to quit, please?
What's wrong? Why is that? Why do you want to quit?
No, just joking.
Yeah, I was just talking to JJ about because I'm doing 3 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
We might look. I think honestly, the things we did during COVID are different to things now, aren't they? Like the watch.
I think JJ has a very good point. I only heard the last 10 seconds, but I think the last 10 seconds is a very important point. I think again, this is only my opinion. I think JJ is right. You should do it in the style that if the flow dies down, you end the show. You do it as long as it goes. If it goes on for an hour and a half, you do it for an hour and a half. If it goes on for 2.5 hours, you do it for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, what about 2 hours? And then if it's hot and rocking, then run it for a third hour.
It's a tricky thing because we got some link ups to people. We got some link ups and
I don't even think the 3 hours is bad, but I think you should at least give yourself a day off. I mean, for your own sanity. Even if you have Bear run it without you one day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just for your own sanity to have a day off. I'm not even saying the stream doesn't have to be on, but I'm just saying you yourself to work 7 days is just, even if it is 3 hours, but now you're doing the second stream, but like maybe give yourself a complete day off of both streams, and then like 1 and 1 you take off of the other, or maybe just the late, you know, pick one and take a second day off of the other, you know, just to alleviate a little bit of you know,
because you got employees, right? Bear could do the main show, and I could do the evening show.
Right, even like a Monday, like a US Monday, which would be what, your Tuesday,
whatever
like,
day you want.
It's a quiet day usually. You could leave Bear there, you know what I mean? And just make sure a couple other guests are going to pop on those days, so it's a little, you know.
I really think you need a day off, because I've done this with you. I haven't even done it every single day, but I've done it 99% of every day. And trust me, I couldn't do what you're doing. I really couldn't do it.
No, you got to burn out at some point. It's too much.
And I'm not even your age. I'm way younger than you, and I'm just like, fuck. Because it's just draining, right? And talking about watches every single day, you run out of things to talk about. You run out of enthusiasm, and then that hurts your channel as well. Because let's say I'm a viewer, right? But I don't watch every single episode, and I just happen to jump on, and I just think, oh fuck, what's this bullshit?
Well, that's kind of, Lux, I don't know if you caught right before what you mentioned one part of what I was saying, but you're actually kind of reiterating what I was saying, how the more time every day you kind of water down your product, and it doesn't become the place to be for that hour. Like you said, somebody pops on and watches, now it's like kind of, you're a little run down, you've been doing it for 3 hours, you know what I mean? It's like, this ain't as good as it used to be. Like, I think you need a chance to recharge so you could come in energized.
Yeah. I didn't see when you were talking that. I just jumped.
Right. Exactly. I got you. But again, it's up to you. I'm like I said, the show doesn't have to be off the air. I'm not saying don't have a day without a show.
Yeah.
You yourself, like, especially if Bear helps you in the, like, I know Lux does the other end, but I'm just talking because I'm not around at that time, so I only really know this end. But like, there's no reason why on a quiet day, like, you know, I don't know what's quiet for you, but I'm going to assume like a Monday, US Monday, which is your Tuesday, is kind of a quiet, or like tonight maybe even is kind of quiet. You could have Bear and a couple guys will hop on, like Mike and Ross or me or whatever, and, you know, even if it's a slow night, at least you get a day off. You know, it's like
Because if you look at how many people that you have in the Archieverse that you can rely on, I'm sure we can find someone, at least two or three panelists to do a show. Like, if you say to Mikey, "Hey, Mikey, you don't have to come on every fucking day, but can you at least come on a Monday? I really need you on a Monday." And then Mikey going to go, "Okay, yeah, sure. I'll make sure I'm there on a Monday." Because then at least you know, okay, you got Mike on a Monday, you got Bear on a Monday, and maybe you got Lux on a Monday, or whatever it is, right? At least you got three guys that can kind of talk and make some kind of show.
And another cool thing is you could have the day off, right? So let's say at one point on your phone, you just hop on for 5 minutes, say hello, and it gives you that, you know, it gives the show a little boost, you know, because you're like kind of a little gonzo hello. You're in and out, 5 minutes, you get back to your business. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good idea. I also think you should do Archie Eats, but you don't listen to me. Free lunches every day, Archie. Write-offs.
The eats weren't that. Were they popular? Did you like them or not?
Yeah, but you could write them off. All your lunch, you could write them off.
Australia's not quite. They don't let you claim food. It's a long story. It's a long debate. That.
What about the other side? Does the other side, do they take a day off or not? Or they do exactly the same thing?
No, they're desperate. They just fucking stream for 8 hours a day. They make me look like a fucking pussy.
But the thing is, yeah, but you still outperform them. You still outperform them. So what's the difference?
Yeah, because they do 8 hours, and what you make,
This is what I was telling you before. And if you water yourself down to 8 hours, you'll probably still make the same money. And now instead of working 3 hours, you're working 8 hours, and you're still getting the same amount of chats. So it's not really worth it at a certain point. You know what I mean? There's a diminishing returns. You know diminishing returns?
The law of yes.
Yeah, if you're sitting here all day, people are not gonna make sure I got to tune into Arch and hear what he says from 7 to 9 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna say, "Fuck it, he'll be there all day." When I feel like it, I'll tune in.
I suppose it's kind of like the movie Fast and Furious, right? How many fucking episodes of Fast and Furious have they made? What we number like 10 or something, 11?
Police Academy for me and you.
And then you're just like, you know what? Forget it. I can't be bothered to watch it. It's the same shit, right? You just think, what's the point?
Right. I think that's the good way to kill your show is to oversaturate. I think, you know, but the 3 hour, like I said, is fine. And I'm not, like, I see some people in the chat saying other people are going to take over. I'm not saying don't have a show at a time. I'm just saying you yourself can get a day to take a break.
Yeah, pull a Rolex and make yourself a little bit more scarce, and the interest level might go up.
Right. I like to come in like a fucking like a fire truck, you know. I like to burst on, do the thing. As soon as the energy dies down, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the worst thing that I've told Archie, don't start a show with me and go, fuck. It's been a shit day. I'm like, fucking hell, Archie, wake the fuck up. Don't come starting a show with, I'm depressed. Because who's going to want to get involved in that show?
Yeah, you don't want to give off the low energy, you know. But that's part of because you're streaming so much. You are really burnt out. It's hard to hide that, you know. Especially Arch is a genuine guy, and that's part of what people love about his show, right? That he comes on and you know sometimes he fucks up, and sometimes he has to eat the shit sandwich. Sometimes he's on fire and has a great show. Most of the time, it's fun. You know, it's you don't know what you're gonna get, but when you drag yourself and you make yourself tired. It's going to reflect. I don't know. Like with those days when you're on fire, you see your chats, people respond. You crush it. You know. That's what I'm saying. Like more time is not the answer for you. Other guys have to compensate with more time to hold on to even compete with you on any level. You don't need to. You just need your enthusiasm. And I think a good way to do that is to, get a break. Yeah, because then I think you'll miss it with a little break, and you'll be excited to be back on. Just my opinion. Again, I don't know. You gotta feel it out and see what works for you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've been doing better or worse since you've added another show?
It's doing better. It's doing better.
But how do you feel personally? Like, do you feel like way more run down, or is it fine for you? It's not bothering you.
Of course, it puts pressure on you. Okay, there's sometimes you think, geez, it's I got to do this show now. You know, you've got pressure on you.
Yeah,
I wasn't feeling too well last night. Like, to me, I was really.
There you go. Me and Saad, we continue the show. It wasn't the best show in the world, and it wasn't the biggest super chat. I know, but yeah,
I thought it was quite good.
I don't know. My suggestion would be to run your shows. I mean, you would want to do 6 or 7 days, whatever you want to do. But I would take one complete day off from both, where you could just recharge, and then maybe take one more day off of either the second show or the first show, or one of each if you need to. You know, I think, or at least one full day for yourself. You should do though.
Do you want to do a poll, Archie? I know you hate polls these days, but do you want to make a poll?
Sure, we can do a poll.
Punters. What does the punters think?
Yeah.
That's a good.
Because ultimately, this is what we said last night, or whatever time zone you're in. This is what we said in the second show yesterday. We said, ultimately, without the punters, this show wouldn't even exist.
But like I noticed it too. Like when you used to be on, let's say, whatever, from 7 to 8, whatever it used to be, like you wanted to make sure you were around for it to see what was going to happen. You didn't want to miss it. Now it's like, Archie will be on for a couple hours. When I get a chance, I'll hop on. When I feel like it, I'm going to do this quick because he'll be there. And that's why I think, you know, it affects the potency of your super chats and views and the energy in the chat. You don't got to realize chat's a big part of it, even though you don't read a lot of the chat. Like the guys interacting, they feed off each other, and that's what generates super chats as well. You know,
it does. It's very important. Look, if you've got nobody there, it dies very quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You're 100% right, JJ. It's
Plus, we need their upvotes as well.
Should Arch be taking a day off? 76%, 80%, 79% say yes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's
because people know you
Oh.
burned it. Nobody can work 7. Even God took a day off, Arch.
Yeah.
On the 7th day, even God rested. What are we doing here? You know, you can't work every day. You know, you
Archie
want
can,
quality. It's hard
I know it.
It's hard to give quality when you don't get a rest. You know. And I'm not talking about, like, I know it's a couple hours a day, but mentally, it's every day. You know you have to be in your chair every day. Even if it's 3 hours and you get the rest of the day to yourself, you still know you have to be there every day. There's never a day where you can say, fuck it, today I'm having a rest. You know?
It's just like you're thinking, like, what time is it? Fuck.
It's time for me to get up. I got to get up. Do I got to go do it? I got to do it again. I got to do it again. There's never a day where you could just have a break from it.
Groundhog Day.
Right. And it'll burn out your passion for doing it.
Like the time where I live, the Archie's time frame is basically the meat of my afternoon. You know, it's like where I would most often be getting things done or going out and getting my errands done. But instead, you know, I choose to help here, stay here and support Archie. But yeah, you know, it's like it's difficult for it to happen at that time and right in the early afternoon where you know it's the meat it's the meat of my day. And so, but not that if you took a day off, Arch, that I wouldn't still be on every day or almost every day.
No, I understand.
You got a good comment here from Bondage too, by the way.
Bondage says, what does he say? I agree with JJ. Back in the day, I never missed your streams. How can I help?
I'm saying, like, you didn't want to miss because you knew you had an hour or so and it was over. You wanted to be part of the circus and the chaos and the fun and the collecting frenzy. And, you know, now it's just like, he'll be on all night when I get a chance. I mean, these other guys, you know what their strategy is very simple, Arch. It's easy to see. Sit on the stream for 8 hours and hope eventually someone pops on and super chats you.
We got a super
chat. That's not a good strategy.
Yes, Mr. GMT, $5. Archie, don't worry about these soft cocks. Just keep working. I do.
What the fuck?
Bullshit. GMT took 3 days off last week. Who's
I heard that.
Yeah. Don't fucking lie to us, GMT.
Yeah.
And Mr. GMT doesn't work 7 days a week, 365 days a year, because when the low season comes in, he just sits at home and does fuck all watching these streams.
Yeah, he polishes his dolls.
He still goes in Monday to Friday to run the snack
GMT
bar.
works very hard, but
he works fucking very hard.
That you have no choice. You got to be there at your restaurant. You are in the entertainment business. This is a different story. You need to be entertaining. In order to be entertaining, you have to get a refresh. My opinion.
I agree. Bondage and discipline. I agree as well. Take a day or two off and let Curly, Dis, and Lux run some of it. You can always have Pyro show up to create hate and discontent with Curly.
Honestly, I would do it like, I don't know how many. Do you and Bear have like a schedule of how many days he comes on, or is it kind of whenever he feels like it? Just I don't know the ins and outs. So do you have like set days where he's on, or is it whenever he kind of feels like it?
It's whenever he feels like it.
Well, maybe you could say, "Hey Bear, I want to take off every whatever day. Is there one day where you can cover me always?" Like Lux was saying before, you know, is there about Mike? But like, let's say, because I think you would need Bear on the day you're off to run it like that. Well, obviously someone else who will pull up the comments from or whatever. But
I would also have more than
like,
just Bear. I'd have 2 or 3 backups, you know.
Right, but I was just saying, on the day you want off, I would try to make sure at least Bear's here. And just ask him, like, is there a specific day where I could count on you to be here once a week, or I could get a day off? You know?
Mm.
I don't know. You think about it. It's you know. I just think, you know, there's plenty of time for you to take a day to rest and have the show still go on. I don't see why. You know, I mean, even when we do streams, there's sometimes I'm not around. The guys are happy to do it. They have more fun. It's like you know when the teacher's not around and like it's in there. They could kind of run amok. That's, you know, even if it's like that's kind of what it is. And I let, you know, whatever. I'm fine. Obviously, I'm fine.
And Archie, trust me, when you're sleepy or you know you're not engaged on the secondary show because you know you've been working and or whatever's going on, I just think to myself, you know what, Archie, just go, because I would rather you refresh yourself than just be non-engaged and you know, it's better just to get some rest, because I feel bad as well, because I feel bad that I'm pushing you to do another show when you need to get some rest. Maybe do it as a trial. Do it a week trial. Try it once. And see, it's only once. Try it once and see how you feel.
Pick your slowest day on average, and you use that day as your experimental day.
Yeah. And go get a nice massage from the back and whack on that day.
Fair point. Fair point.
That's what I'd be doing.
No, that's okay. That is okay. I get what you're saying there. It's look, it is what it is. You know, it is a tough market. I mean, you understand, JJ. It is an evolving market. You can see that, can't you?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to get at here without getting at. You know,
OG Baby Girl says no need to overexpose yourself.
Yeah. Oh, Bear Clooney watches. I'm sorry, but when Archie is not on the show, should not go on. He says, without Archie, it's not watchable.
Is that the real Bear, or is that a clone?
It's a member. Should be. Let me.
Sounds like the real Bear.
Bear's a member? I don't see Bear being a member, unless he won a member.
I think somebody may have given him one.
It's the real Bear. It's the real Bear. I've just checked.
He must have won a membership.
Yeah, he did recently. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, whatever. So take one day off then. If you're either way, it's not going to kill. I'm telling you, I guarantee you. Try it for 4 weeks. If it doesn't, if your revenue looks the same, you keep doing it. If it looks like you lost 1/7 of your pay, then go back to it. I don't think you will. I would have to, if my educated guess would tell me you'll make the same fucking exact amount of money. Just my opinion. I could tell because I know, because you did very well with less time before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was just all jam-packed into a smaller... I'm not saying you should give that all up, but you should definitely have one day off. Everybody deserves a day off.
Yeah. No, that's a fair point there. Thomas Burnett, £2. What happened to the Queensland Rail failed channel? It's still there. It's still there for it's still there.
Oh, I'll put something in the private chat regarding that channel, okay? And I think you got a message from Bondage.
That channel's for sale. Yeah, I don't think you should pay someone, but if you could get volunteers to do it, like teachers out of school, why not?
Bear says you absolutely can have a day off. Don't waste time and money having someone else run it. There you go.
But it's not a waste of money.
Even if the show didn't happen at all for a day.
Bear's calling them up.
Yep, just gotta call.
I don't think it's a waste of money as long as enough super chats come in to cover whoever's getting paid.
Sure. But we won't know till we try. We
got a big super chat from OG Baby Girl. I'm gonna wait till Archie gets off the phone.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we got to do a song.
Yeah, I think the concept of like the teachers out of school is pretty funny.
And we do shows without Archie sometimes, and it's fun. Like, look at the dungeon. The dungeon runs pretty epically sometimes. I think the dungeon yesterday made more than the main show. I've heard. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've heard.
It happens, you know. It depends on.
So if Archie can get a good day of super chats and he gets a day of rest, well, that's win-win 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
Arch looks like he's getting some news he doesn't like.
Deep consultation.
When I was airbrush painting like the model race car bodies for all of the pro racers, model car racers, people would always come up and grind me, you know, and if I buy
that
two,
sounds pretty freaky, Mike. Did you grind them back?
Well, they grind me for price, you know. I call them grinders. They'd be like, if I have you do 2 bodies, will you give me half price? And it's just like, no, 2 bodies is exactly twice the work. No. But what I finally ended up doing, because I did reach a burnout stage and I really got tired of the grinders, I just doubled my prices. And what ended up happening was the grinders went away because they were the ones like looking for a discount. So they went away. The loyal people that really didn't care. I was already, you know, the cheapest artist out there as far as prices were concerned, even though my artwork was probably some of the best. My workload got cut in half, but my income stayed exactly the same.
How can you not still do that?
Sorry about that, guys. I just had my son rang me. Just wanted to.
You got big super chat. Big
super chat.
Big.
Super chat. OG baby girl, $50. I vote for Animal Day, suggested by Bondage. Could be a big hit, Arch.
Possible.
You hear that, Coda? You hear that, Coda?
It's something you got to think of, Arch. You got to think it over. You know. On that note, I want to leave on a high note. I bid you a fond farewell, Arch. I got to go get ready, but good luck with your next 38 minutes. Knock them dead.
It's been great chatting to you. Okay.
You too. Now we got Lux and Mike here, so they'll keep you company while I'm gone. But shout out to OG Baby Girl, very generous tonight. Thank you.
And we're sending the link to JJ today. JJ, we're sending the link.
Nice.
You.
Oh, you got a bunch of super chats also as well, Arch. You got like 3 more.
Au revoir.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys.
Take care, JJ.
Hey, thank you so much there. Thank you, OG Baby Girl. I vote for Animal Day, and hey, that sounds. I'm going to run something for her. There we go. Thank you, OG Baby Girl.
Biggie, thanks. Biggie, thanks.
Thank you so much for that very generous super chat there. Thank you so much. We got Mr. GMT, $2. The fat cat away. The mice will play.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if that's in support or that's a warning.
Statement.
I don't know.
No, I think it's just joking. It's just joking around. When the
Hop
mice
on Smash, $2. Your day off team can play clips of week's events. There you go. Yeah, that's something that we could certainly do there. And we got Bondage and Discipline. Here's the off night formula. I'll get on with Suckerhorn and we'll take questions on navigating life. I'll take the finance side, and Lord Jono will take how to navigate life in Southeast
That's
Asia.
a fucking epic idea, man. The Suckerhorn and Bondage, man, that'd be a cool show.
Yeah, it would.
Very cool show. Very cool show.
Yeah.
Very cool show.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a really good idea there.
And we can also talk about old school. I mean, you know, looking at old Archie clips and stuff, some of the classic legendary clips. It's in honor of the one and only Archie. You know, because Archie, you got fucking hours and hours and hours and hours, thousands of videos. I'm sure we can find some funny shit to bring back memories of the original ArchieLuxury.
Yes. By the way, it looks like Commonwealth Bank in Australia is down. That's what my son rang me about, because that's the biggest bank in Australia. Their online facility.
Oh, you mean like the network is down?
Yes, the network is down.
Have they been
But
hacked?
no,
You know,
I'm just telling you.
this is why cash is king. You should always have a bit of cash available as emergency.
Exactly.
You got a super chat from P. Clen.
Super chat from my good friend P. Clen, $2. Mike the Snake, we salute.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Mikey, did that happen to you as well?
No, I don't get glitches like this generally.
No, I mean just right now. You got the glitch, right?
No, Archie's frozen.
No, it's not frozen, but the microphone just disappeared.
Oh,
I think
okay. So yeah, Mike the Snake, we salute your vigor. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
we
you,
do appreciate Mike the Snake. Definitely, Mike the Snake. We appreciate Mike the Snake. That's for sure. It's
yeah.
Suckerhorn.
Suckerhorn.
That's it. You did it. You did it. You did it.
I could carry on for like 10 hours.
That's
He says he's willing to do a bondage. There you go. That'd be actually really interesting. Man, that'd be a legendary stream, to be honest.
Yes, definitely. He's a lot of fun.
Wow,
he is a lot of fun. That guy.
That'd be cool. What does the punters think of that? All these different ideas. So many ideas. Which one to choose?
Well, I mean, the PowerPoint, topic is: should he take a break, a day, a week break? Basically.
Yeah.
And then from there, all the questions.
Yeah, what to do?
Evolve from there, but
yeah.
they're endless. Like it's like I think it's a cool thing, and I don't think it'll really affect Archie's pocketbook. It may even improve it.
Yeah, this could be like a new beginning.
Because honestly, I've reached the burnout stage in many things that I've done as a hobby and or a profession, and once you've hit that burnout stage, a lot of times it stays there.
It's the end. Yeah,
it's like you're like I'm done. I ain't going back. And
I have that a lot because I get addicted. Let's say I'm into like a new hobby or a new project. I get completely sucked in and completely engulfed and addicted to it. 100% of the day, I am researching, I am learning, I am doing whatever this new thing is. And then once I've learned everything, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I know everything already. It's done.
Yeah.
Finished.
I'm exactly the same way.
And then you just drop it like a stone. I'm just like, it's done. Which is kind of bad, really, but
yeah. So you want to check yourself before you get to that full, fully burned out stage, and keep the spark alive.
Indeed, Archie, this is a very interesting chat.
Yes, it is. It is bondage and discipline. Suckerhorn would love it. It could be a wonderful dating advice show too. The answer is always dump him. Then throw in some Archie explodes clip.
Yeah, we can find some clips. I missed, that's why I learned so much about dating advice with Archie and Suckerhorn. Man, I learned a lot. and Southeast Asia. So, and Suckerhorn has so many stories. Even if it's a repeated of the same story, it's some of these stories are epic.
Exactly.
Because it's got a wealth of knowledge, you know, just tapping into that wealth of stories and knowledge.
That's exactly it. Exactly it. It's I got to be honest with you. You're right. It's something different to try. It's something different.
It could, a trial. What's wrong with a trial? It's not going to destroy your whole channel having a trial.
No, that's exactly.
And if it gives you a day off, you get a day off.
100% right. 100%
Bondage
right.
says, between Suckerhorn and my advice, how could it not be a great show?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a fair point, isn't it? Hey,
you got two legendary guys that are willing to do it. Maybe do it as a one-off, and then let's see what happens.
Yes, that's exactly it. That's exactly it.
I could be there in the background, bringing up clips and bringing up stuff.
Oh, Ivor's got a comment there. ArchieLuxury, do you know how Timmy was able to steal so many of your leads? He was available. He was streaming 3 hours before you and 5 hours after you. You need to be available.
Yeah, but you could. I understand what Ivor's saying, and he is kind of right. But eventually, what, you're going to be available 24 hours a day? Because that guy now is doing 8-9 hour streams. What are you going to do? You're going to do 3 hours before him?
No, he's actually he doesn't do 8 hours every day. He does certain. He's not actually. He is.
Does he slow down?
Well, he follows the revenue. What's the revenue like? Some days are bad, some days are good. It's look, it's a changing business model. I mean, I'm not criticizing anyone. You know, look.
Yeah.
A lot of circumstances have changed for people who no longer have as much funds. Well, everyone's budget is getting tighter.
Okay.
There's no question of that. And I think that's.
But ArchieLuxury is here to stay, and we'll make sure that continues.
I'll be back in one tick. Let me just take. I've got to be 1 minute.
Yeah. You go ahead. You go ahead. So, Mikey, how are you doing?
I'm doing really well. Life has been stabilizing. My health is apparently, good. I feel great, and I'm getting in better shape now that I'm taking my dog for 4 to 5 walks a day.
Oh, wow. So that's good exercise for you as well, taking the dog out for a nice walk.
No, that's the reason one of the reasons I do it. Because
nice.
It's very painful for me. I've got really bad arthritis in my hips.
Can we see the doggy? Is the dog around?
Yeah, she's right here. Let me lower the camera and I'll get her.
What's the name again? Have you told us the name?
Her name. He named her Coda, and she's a little old to rename her. Come here. Come here.
Coda.
Come on. Coda, come here. Oh.
So she's always by your side.
Oh yeah, she's tied to my hip. Come here. Oh, you're a heavy dog.
So how old is she?
She's supposed to be around 6 to 8 months old.
Okay. So she's not that old
kisses
then.
right now. Oh, thank you for the kisses. Thank you for the kisses.
Kissy wissy. Kissy wissy.
Oh, thank you for the kisses. Oh, thank you for the kisses. See, this is what I wanted. It was just a well-adjusted puppy that I could train. You know, I mean, she's chewed stuff up and she's done all the puppy stuff. But I was 100%, expecting.
But at least she's trained. That's good, right? She's trained.
Yeah, no, she's potty trained, and the only thing is she's aggressive towards other dogs, and she does not come back when you call her. And I've got Monday. I've got a business card with about 6 or 7 trainers
You should talk
they don't-
to the legendary trainer from Archie World.
Yeah,
Mark
I
Goldberg.
don't want to bother him with that. I think he's got about 1,000 people a day that ask him, like, my dog does. It's kind of like a doctor. Hey, doc, I got this pain in my elbow. It's like the last thing he wants to fucking do when he's at dinner is answer some stranger's question.
Yeah,
about
I
their
get
fucking
that. I get
elbow.
that. That's
So,
nice of you.
and plus, he charges like, he's like an elite level
Big
trainer.
dollars.
So, yeah, I couldn't afford him. So what I am going to do is if there's a free puppy class, which there may be, because like when you adopt at the SPCA, you pay an extra $100 for when you adopt a puppy, you pay an extra $100 for the puppy class, which where they teach you. They don't teach the puppy anything. They teach you how to
control the
how to
dog.
behave towards her so she understands what's going on. And unfortunately, I didn't get her through adopting her, but I may be able to join in on those puppy classes. I don't know yet. Tomorrow, I'm finding out. And if not, then I'm going to find a trainer. And, other than, her knee-jerk reaction, which is to bolt directly towards a bicyclist going by or even a car going by.
She goes after bicyclists?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's kind of
so she's going after bicycles. She's going after other dogs. Does she go after other people?
No. With people, she's 100% fine. And I think like when she's off the leash, it's probably a different story. But I'm not willing to chance that. I don't want her to get into a fight with another dog. She would never bite a person.
Because couldn't you get sued? Can you get sued if
Oh
your
yeah,
dog
no, in America, man, you can get sued for somebody even
you gotta
without
be careful.
doing anything. So she's not like aggressive. She just, you just saw her. She's a happy-go-lucky,
maybe because
well-adjusted
she's
little
defending you. You think because she's defending you?
Well, dogs think differently. I think maybe they feel vulnerable or something when they're on a leash, and so the few times I've tried to introduce her to like a friend's dog and both dogs are on a leash and they're both pulling really hard and they sniff each other and then instead of wagging tails it turns into a melee, and then we go, okay, well that wouldn't work. I think there's almost like zero chance, right? I think it's probably a 50-50 if we just let the leashes loose and let them go meet themselves. Then they can sniff each other's butts and say hi properly.
But what if they start humping?
I have to get her fixed, so that would be a problem.
Yeah.
I don't want to. She's a pure breed blue heeler, and if I do,
you might have like 10 dogs on your hand.
Well, that wouldn't be a problem. I can screen off my back porch and turn it into a little nursery. I've considered it because she is pure breed blue heeler, and if I found another blue heeler,
so you're thinking about breeding her?
Well, no, it was a thought just because she's not fixed, and the fact that blue heeler pups go for $1,500 to $2,000.
What is fixed? What do you mean by fixed? Is she broken?
She had her, like when the SPCA gets a adoptable dog in, the first thing they do is they fix them. They neuter them or they spay them. They spay them or neuter them, And so any dog that you adopt isn't it. It's like no longer really male or female, because it does.
Oh shit! The non-binary, the non-binary, they're not male or female.
Well, they are. I mean, but they're spayed or neutered, like almost 100% of the time, and it's also it's almost a responsibility thing too, because like when the dog goes in heat, all the male dogs can't control themselves. They'll jump big fences to get into your yard.
Maybe you should enter the dog into crafts. Is it crafts in the UK where you can do those competitions? Do they have that in America?
She'd be great for that. I don't think I'd probably be able to handle.
You could win money.
Training.
Maybe she can make you $1 million in these competitions.
My previous dog would have literally won that contest. The one that I rehomed, she was so fast.
OG Baby Girl says, "Don't breathe. Do not."
Yeah, no, it's not something I've really considered seriously.
You get your animals desexed there, Mike?
What?
You get them desexed?
Yeah.
Mikey said there is no sex. They're not a male or a female.
Well, no, after they've been fixed, they're kind of, they're
Oh,
they kind of
non-binary.
they lose their gender. But like some
Super chat.
side effects are a lot of times they gain weight. They do tend to, if they're roamers like out in the country, they tend to stay closer to home. And
Coda, $2, putting myself up for adoption.
no, she's
Oh,
been
shit.
adopted. She's got her new home. She's the happiest little dog ever.
No.
Oh, so you've
exactly.
adopted her, right?
Yeah, in effect.
So was she from like a
No,
dog
she
home?
was given to me by a guy who couldn't keep her.
Oh, okay.
And his
Well,
situation
that's good.
was,
You've given her a new life, happiness.
yeah, and he raised her with lots of love, and so she was not like my previous dog. She was not abused. So that's how you see how she behaves when I pick her up, which was kind of most dogs would growl at me if you're trying that hard to pick them up and then she'd give me kisses and stuff. She's a sweetheart.
Okay.
And
Fair
and,
enough,
and, and she's never aggressive towards people. She'll always run up to them and just.
But you
Hi,
said she
I'm
runs
Coda.
after people. So
Well, no, a bicycle or like
bicycle.
a slow moving car.
Will she
moving by.
bite the bicycle, like the tires on the bicycle?
I don't know, and I don't want to find out. And I'm going
Oh,
to do
shit.
everything in my power to take classes or go to a trainer. And
Maybe
try
she
to
needs
break her.
more. Can you give her more freedom to run around? Maybe she needs the
She's
built up
got
energy.
she's got a half-acre backyard to run
Okay.
back and forth freely.
Because I know a lot of dogs, when they don't have enough exercise, they get angry, right? They get stressed.
Oh yeah, no. If I leave the house, I either have to put her in her crate or leave her outside now because she just gets like separation anxiety or something, and I'll come home to something chewed up, and it just doesn't happen when I'm around. When I'm around, she's always like either in the other room or right at the base of my chair.
It sounds like you really love her. That's good. I'm very happy to hear.
Most definitely. I've only had her probably a week and a half, 2 weeks max. But
so it's puppy love right now. Puppy love.
Yeah. No, I'm in that pink cloud zone. But no, she's the greatest.
Right.
I definitely do. I can't have a dog that's gonna, wrestle out of that leash that one time and run after a bicyclist and nip him in the leg. That's just that would be the end of her. And you're just asking for a lawsuit or anything.
Keep us
like that.
updated on the progress of her.
Yeah, well, until then, I've got a completely sealed backyard that she can't get out of, and she's got a big old house that she's free to roam around.
Can you show us some of the toys that she's got? Have you bought her some toys?
Yeah. Hang on. You want to hang on? Give me.
Yeah, we'll hang on. We'll talk about this watch while you're going to get some toys. Archie, have you seen this new watch that's come out from IWC?
Yes, let's have a look at these beautiful things here. What do we got here? Oh, this is
the white ceramic. Have you seen it yet?
Yes. Yeah, we actually had that on the show. Yeah, but it's an interesting piece. This is a perpetual calendar, and ceramic as well. I think it's ceramic.
Yeah, ceramic. Yeah, ceramic.
Yeah.
Ceramic, white ceramic.
This is quite a big money watch.
I was about to say, do you know the price on it?
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's actually quite big, 46.5 mil. That's huge, right?
And this is a perpetual calendar. I love the onion crown on it, but this is like, what's it, 40,000 or something? How much is it?
Let me scroll down. Oh shit! Look at the movement. Oh, is that open case back?
Yep, display case back there. Display case back.
$40,900 US. Available in July.
The Lake Tahoe edition.
Lake Tahoe. Yeah, Lake Tahoe.
Fuck. I mean, you can buy a really nice car for that. But I get it. It's a perpetual calendar. It depends. If you love the big pilot, this is kind of the ultimate big
I do like the big pilot. That is one watch that I do like.
40.
I just like everything about it, to be honest.
Yes, and Mike's back.
Even though it's got a lot of things going on for it, it does kind of look very
Here we
clean.
go. We got another super chat here. $2 from Coda. I like long drives in the Pantera.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So this is,
Pantera.
she's got more than this, but I got her a tug of war rope. Which
So do you play tug of war with her?
Oh, she loves it. She's playing it right now.
You're not worried you're gonna break her teeth?
I don't yank that hard. I don't swing her around or lift her up or anything.
Do you hold it and she hangs from the bottom of it?
No, she just yanked it out of my hand. She's got her ducky, and this thing's so cute.
Oh, nice.
Wait.
Does it make any noises?
I'm trying to make the noise.
Just pull its
it sounds
neck.
like a little duck. It goes quack 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 quack. But she might have bitten the
ring its neck. Ring its neck. It might make a noise.
And then she's got a little bite me and chew me up Elmo. And this thing.
Oh, if you make the noise, she's gonna run into the house, into the room, and
I will.
start
In
chasing
fact,
you.
I've set all the toys back on the floor, and she's now taking them back and putting them where she likes to keep them around.
Where does she like to keep them?
Funny enough, around her cage, which she kind of hates.
She sleeps in a cage.
No, she sleeps in my bedroom at the foot of my bed now.
Okay.
First few days, I didn't trust her because like I had the previous dog eat all the wires out of the back of my computer.
Mikey, did you know that Archie loves dogs? He absolutely loves dogs.
Do you, Archie?
Yeah, he loves dogs. I think you should buy Archie a puppy for his birthday or something. He loves dogs.
I'll send him a wonderful little new puppy for his birthday.
Yeah, he would love that. Archie would love that.
For 90% of the people, I think that's like your worst nightmare. But then there's the 10 that would be just like, wow, I'll care for her forever. And, yeah, but she loves her toys. It's funny
Archie,
too.
you love dogs, don't you, Archie?
Yeah, I got to tell you they
bullshit. Archie, bullshit. You told me you fucking hate dogs.
You know, I wanted a dog as a kid. And we just weren't allowed. My dad was very I understand it now, but
Okay.
it's one of these things. I didn't have the dogs, and
Okay.
it is what it is. You know?
So if your kids asked for a dog, what would you say? When they were younger, would you say no?
Look, I travel a lot. It's very hard if you don't have enough back. Dog is a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, you can't just leave the house. You got to have someone take care of them all the time.
Yeah, it is a lot of responsibility. And
what about a cat? Would you like a cat?
You know, I honestly at this stage here, I don't want to have any pets there. I want to be more free to travel and do some things, just to the phase. But I think pets can be good. I've had cats in the past, but
you know that hamster. You didn't like my hamster. I sent you pictures of my hamster. Archie said, "What the fuck is this rat?" It's a hamster. It's cute.
Yes. Yes. It's.
Do you like hamsters, Mikey?
Yeah, I have a friend that keeps guinea pigs and hamsters, just a couple, and they are the cutest. His little guinea pig, you pick it up and it snuggles right in on your hand up against your chest, and you pet it, and it like squeaks, you know, and like like
squeak,
you know, I love you. They're cuter than hell. The only thing about them, and talk about maintenance, is you pretty much have to clean out their cage daily and put new sawdust and new newspaper down daily, or your house will smell like rodent.
Mikey, you got a message from Bondage and Discipline.
Yes.
He says, in all seriousness, I hope Mike the Snake and Coda have many enjoyable days.
Thank you. So
that's
far,
really
we're
nice.
off to a great start.
She's barking. She's talking to you.
She's barking right now. I might have to take her outside real quick.
That's okay. You take her outside.
Sometimes she barks when she needs to go. She's house trained.
Go. Take her outside and let her take a leak.
You've never had pets when you've been traveling. Well, I suppose that because you're traveling, it makes it hard to have pets. Did you ever want pets? Luxy?
I mean, as a kid, I had my fake grandmother had a dog. She had dogs. I really
Yeah.
liked those dogs. She had cats. I wasn't too keen on the cats. But as a kid, I had terrapins. Do you know terrapins?
No, what the hell is that?
Like a turtle, like a small turtle. Terrapin.
Oh,
I really adored
gotcha.
those. Yeah. And I had a ferret. Do you know what a
Oh
ferret
my
is?
god, like a rat.
It's not everything that I say. You say it's a rat. It's a rat. All right, let me show you a ferret.
They bite. Ferrets are vicious. They can be
Yeah,
vicious.
yeah. But if you handle them frequently, they won't bite you. They get used to you. Okay. Ferrets are actually very cute. Here we go. I'll show you a ferret.
I don't understand. What I find in England is people who live in council houses, they want big dogs. Why do they want big dogs? Can you explain
to make
that
themselves
to me?
look like the big guy on the block. Here you go, ferrets.
And they got nasty teeth. Can you show? Just Google ferret teeth.
You want to see the teeth? Fuck, okay.
Yes, thank you.
Ferret teeth. Oh shit.
Yeah, they bite, don't they?
I mean, they can bite. Well, everything can bite. A dog can bite. A cat can bite. Right?
Ferrets.
Look at her teeth. Oh. Yeah, but a hamster can bite. Everything you could bite, Archie.
Yeah,
right?
my crowns will come out if I bite too hard.
Oh, here, look at this one with the little cute little hat. Okay, if you was gonna get a pet, just hypothetically, what would you get? Hypothetically, something that you would like. Hypothetically, goldfish.
No, I don't. I don't really want any animals at the moment. Okay.
Okay. No. I mean, hypothetically, is there an animal that you do like, but you don't want it right now, but you do like them, like horses or
dingo, or a roo?
A gerbil? No, he would say that's a rat.
If I could, I'd get a pet three-toed sloth, but unfortunately,
a sloth. What the fuck do you want a sloth for?
I love sloths.
He likes sloths. He likes sloths.
I love them to death.
Mikey, that's the perfect animal for you, a sloth.
Meech sent me a little. This is little Meech. This is a baby three-toed sloth. He's got 3 little toes. There's a 2-toed sloth and the 3-toed sloth.
Can we see his teeth? We want to see his teeth, okay?
Now, Mikey, your other dog would have chewed that sloth up, wouldn't he?
He would have gotten a hold of Archie, my pet monster that I dance with.
I missed my pet monster.
And he would have gotten a hold, or she would have gotten a hold of little Meech, and anything else that I touched that she was able to destroy and randomly disperse throughout the house would have been done. So that's why the house is kind of trouble free for Coda, because she's not like that, first of all, but things have already been put up so high that it's not worth her.
Did she try and climb or
no? Coda stays. She's jumped on the counter a couple times. And I've.
Is she allowed on the sofa? Do you allow her on the sofa?
No, I try to keep her off the couches. Okay. I have one really, really nice couch made out of Alcantara.
Oh.
It's like a $15,000 couch.
Wow. Can you take a picture of it and we can see it next time?
Right now it's just covered in heavy blankets just for protection. But it also has the footstool to go in front of it.
Where did you get the Alcantara couch from? Was that given to you?
Yeah, by my mother. She got it at an estate sale.
Wow.
She was a big estate sale person. She had them all written down, and at 8 a.m. she'd go out and be the early birds, because all the coolest shit always is sold like in the first half an hour, basically, at an estate sale. And then
have you got any any taxidermy? Have you got any taxidermy?
No.
Do you like taxidermy, Archie?
Yeah,
Stuffed
that's what
animals.
stuffed animals. Yeah, that's a bit of an
That's Archie. There you go, Archie. You don't want a real animal because you don't want to take care of it. You can get a stuffed animal. Stuffed cat.
Yeah, I think it's pretty crazy. Somebody like actually has their dog, their wonderful dog that they love so much, like stuffed, and they keep it.
Wouldn't you do that, Mikey? You would never do that.
Hell no. When they're like, I mean, they're a family member, man. Would you do that to your mother or father? Like,
here we go,
no.
Coda, $2. I shall destroy your beloved couch. Oh man,
not if I can help it.
You know what Coda will say? Coda will say, "Hey, Mikey, look what I can do! Look what I can do!" And they start ripping up the couch.
Yep. That's why I still, if I do, I take her everywhere I go now. She jumps right in the car and goes wherever I go. She goes into the store 90% of the time. They don't have
dogs
an
are not
issue.
allowed in the store.
Some it is and it isn't. Certain stores I think that sell food, they don't like to have pets come into, but like 7-Eleven.
But you don't care. You just let her, you just go in there.
I try to not take her into the grocery store.
Do you have like a uniform that says like this is a working dog?
I used to have a tag for one of my other dogs that said she was a working dog, and that did allow me to kind of trump them saying, "You can't have a dog in here." I'll be like, "Oh, show them the tag." But
yeah.
You know what? I either just she's either with me 100% of the time, or we're at home 100% of the time.
Wait, is that healthy? Is that a healthy relationship to be stuck together 100% of the time?
So very much so, because the dogs they fall completely in love with you, and they're even if you work every day, that dog is like so excited to see you when you get home. And what I've heard is that after a half an hour, the dogs lose all concept of how long you've been gone. So you could have been gone an hour or a week.
Okay.
It doesn't compute in their brain if you're gone for 45 minutes to an hour. You come home, they're as happy to see you after an hour as they are if you've been gone for a month.
Because also you have to remember a dog's life is a lot shorter than our lives. So like leaving for an hour to a dog is like leaving a day, right?
Yeah, but she's chewed a couple things. When I left her, like I tried to leave her in the house, and I took off. I came back like 3 hours later, and she'd gotten into some stuff and chewed it all up. Right, that's on me. She barks when she needs to go. If she makes a mistake on the carpet, that's on me. Okay, because she barked and I disregarded it. She's very communicative. And I forget what else I was gonna
Bondage
say.
has a very interesting comment. Archie, do you want to read this one?
Yes. Interesting comment there. Only their stomachs and the amount of shit tells how long they've been gone.
Yeah. No, that's very true for one of my previous dogs. Like almost like clockwork. Like every 15 minutes, one would pop out.
Is she potty trained? Is she potty trained,
Oh,
Mike?
Coda's definitely potty trained. You heard her bark at me? That was her letting me know I gotta go pee. And so I took her and put her out in the backyard.
Can you speak dog language? Do you know how to speak doggy language?
Yeah, I talk back. I go.
Hey guys! I've got to thank our wonderful super chatters today. It's been a really good day. Thank you so much to super chatters. I want to just go through the list before we wrap this show up. We had M1911. Thank you. Nick M. Real World Curly. Tiktology. Art Vanderlei. Yankee Doodle. Hoff on Smash. Art Vanderlei. Hoff on Smash. Tiktology. OG Baby Girl. Yankee Doodle, Tiktology, Mr. GMT, Thomas Burdett, OG, Baby Girl, Mr. GMT, Huff on Smash, Bondage and Discipline, P. Clen, Coda, and Coda. There we go, guys. It has been
Thank you.
a fantastic show today. Guys, we will be back in about 9 hours' time on the Archie Luxury live stream. We'll be doing the early morning show for the Americans, night show for us Aussies, and Lux will be there.
Thank you, OG Baby Girl, for the very kind big super chat.
Guys, it's been a great show. Thank you so much for coming on today. I really do appreciate it. Look, I'm going to have a bit of a think about the hours. I'll wait until next week before changing it, but I might scale some shows down to 2 hours, and I might take a day or two off. We definitely can do that. Definitely can do that indeed. So, guys, I want to thank you all for your input. Lux, thank you so much for coming on. Mike, thank you so much. You're a very loyal soldier there. I want to also thank JJ for coming on. ABC started with us on the show there. All the guest panelists who came on.
So the end of this show goes over to JJ. Is that correct?
That's correct there, guys. Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See you later, guys. Great show.